championship, even though I think none of us can get enough of those beautiful pictures. Big shout out to the media team to putting all this together, all that beautiful shots, the drones in the little island forest going straight to the dolphins. But it's going to be even more exciting. We are starting with the quarterfinals of the under 18 boys. Today is a big day because after the boys first heat, you see here Kasai Adachi from Japan, Team China is there, and also another Chinese surfer. But after that, we are heading to the finals. So once again, in red from Japan, Kasai Adachi, Chinese surfer; in blue, Cheng Jiang Wang, and green surfer Xiao Dong.
Okay, well, we are now live. How exciting! There's actually I saw a couple of those Chinese team were getting ready before we went, well, during the official session.
Yeah, let's talk about the official session, bro. How good was that?
That was so fun. Look at the wave, man. It's so fun out there, clean, glassy, and no wind at all. It's just good to see everybody how much they work on here, seating the judges and then the priority judges and all the other officials. Get to ride the wave, man. That's what's life all about, right? Get to share the wave together, and watching the athlete out there right now, having just 3 surfers out. How good is that?
Dude, I've been to many competitions as an official or as a participant, but never before have I experienced so much, beauty,
peace,
and good surf, nice people. Everything is just the way it is. We are here in Thulusdhoo in the Maldives. This beautiful island we are in is called Thulusdhoo, but then again on the drone you see as much of a beautiful island as Thulusdhoo. It's Kuda Vilingili, the island where you can surf chickens, the famous left-hander. And now we see Xiao Dong up and riding, surfer in green from China, on his first wave, going for a carve there. Sort of a little bit of a slower wave. The tide is high, so the boys need to make sure to choose the right waves here. He's pumping his way down to the end section to do a critical maneuver there. Well, a little bit of spray there. Good starting for him, but I'm sure he's not happy yet with that wave. So he's got 22 minutes left to get 2 more scores.
Yeah, that is right. Our surfer in green doesn't waste time catching the first wave already. Like I said, he's trying to put pressure on other surfer. As you can see, that finishing was really nice. And at the back, though, leaving our surfer in blue and red, having that chance to choose the right wave, also dangerous when you have an early start.
Was it the right call for Xiao Dong to really just do 2 maneuvers and then pump his way all the way down? Tell us more about that later on, but here up and riding Japanese surfer Kasai Adachi, the favorite on this heat on paper, doing a nice tail slide there. And also on his first wave, Cheng Jiang Wang from China in blue, backside surfing. Now he is using all the potential of that wave at the beginning on his 4th carve. Little snap there, and plenty of maneuvers he puts in there. So back to the wave of green. Do you think it was the right call to really pump his way down all the line?
I have a feeling like his personality kind of, he either want to just get a quick start to get the nerves out, or 2, he just haven't surfed before. Because just kind of, I remember seeing a couple of Team China went out. Maybe he decided not to go surf, and as you can see, our surf in red really critically hitting that section, and our surfer in blue right now throwing a lot of spray for his first stand. Really nice. Back it up with that nice turn as well, this one, but 3rd one is a bit soft. And I love how backsiders can hit the section more vertically out here, so the judges will reward that more when you actually hit vertically.
And maybe you can see one more time Kasai Adachi's last wave. It was interesting to see that he didn't really go super deep in his bottom turn. Can you explain why?
Because the wave was really solid, and when you have a powerful wave like that, all you need to is just bend your knee, like staying low, reach your chest down to your knee, and then that's when you create more expansion, like push. and that was it is doing there. Kaisei Adachi.
First priority. Let's see if he does the same on this one. No, he decided against this one. He's hoping for the second wave on the set. That one is a little bit smaller than the first one. And he also won't take this one. Last chance on this set for him. But do you feel like Cokes on this higher tide now with a little bit of a smaller swell than what we had in the last days is a wave where you should in general don't go too deep on your bottom turn? Like, is the energy more in the upper part here?
Yeah, so if you extend your body, like you lose that power, because the hip and his shoulder should be connected, kind of like you stand in as a boxing stand. So when you are arching your body and bend, like knee and the chest are almost kind of touched, that's when you can push power, but you don't have to push 100%. You more like push 50%. So that's why right now our surfer in blue also on his backside, he's really close to his chest and knee. So because on the backside there you can stay lower and then you can use your back foot to push. But right now you can see our surfer in red. So this guy has been really on the highlight the last couple of days, and look at that bottom turn, boom, straight vertical, that really nice turn, throws a lot of spray into another one. I love how he pushed his tail and kicked, and his whole fins is sliding through that section, which is a really hard thing to do. And that our surfer in red now, probably in first place now.
There was his second wave. Much more maneuvers on that one. Critical maneuvers in this kind of condition. Goes almost vertical there. And once again, patang, as you would say, Oni. Little jump there. Then also nice snap, layback. Well, in here, the power of the wave sort of fades away, but damage was done in the first three maneuvers. Last one of blue. Surfer from China. Loses it a little bit there on his finish of the first maneuver, but completes, I'd say, this wave. And up and riding green.
Yeah. So he knew that first wave. I don't know why he went that one. He's probably like a medium-sized wave kind of guy, so he has his choice of wave.
What kind of guy are you, my friend?
I'm the small one.
Small wave kind of guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that.
Yeah, I've been catching those medium-sized one during the surf, during free surf before.
Yes, for you out there, just to explain and then you continue. We are so lucky, we as officials just had our own slot.
Yep.
Here in Cokes. It's blocked for the athletes, and that's great that that's the case, because that gives them that experience to, just train on the wave before they compete. But luckily, us officials had also that little slot where we just were surfing together, having fun together, and that's actually what Oni was about to talk about.
Yeah. I just love those medium-sized one. I'm not a froth. I'm a big frother on a small wave. That's why I ride twin fin.
Yeah, you are going like air after air after air in the first waves. I was
couple attempts, always failing it. Keep falling off. Been sitting in comfortable chair here with you and talking about surf. It actually looks easier when you sit here, but when I'm out there, actually the waves are pretty hard to surf. Today the power of the waves actually dropped, but still fun.
And it's glassed out, super glassy, no wind at all. We had a little bit of a onshore this morning, but even that disappeared, so you see the ocean as beautiful as it gets.
Look at this wave coming. Looks like someone is going to go. Looks like green is on position for this medium-sized one. That was my wave. There you go, he's on it. I think this one's going to be good. He's doing one turn here. Wow. Cannot. Kind of push it a bit too late, timing it wrong. Into another one. The waves kind of bends away, but he surfed it really well. Ah, he's sliding
What
out.
happened there?
I think his back foot kind of slide out. Here we go. So it's dangerous. Cheng Zheng Wang is also, I love his surfing. His backside is so good. But our surfing green knows that. Now he's going to try and build his point, his score. Bit awkward there, but that one's better.
Yeah, he is missing a little bit of the flow there, but still great surfing, and also from the Japanese A plus on the technique, goes vertical here. Oppa.
So he's riding his Tomo surfboard, I think.
FRK or what is it?
Kelly Slater's design. I don't know. Wow, that was a nice turn.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Slater designs too, surfing a sci-fi most of the time here.
Yeah, they fast, huh?
Super fast.
Yeah.
Especially if you surf it as a quad, which I rarely do. It's like you're actually too fast.
Nice technique by our surfer in red.
Beautiful.
Look at this bottom turn. Ready? Look his chest and his knees touch almost so low, low. Hold. See there? That's what I'm talking about.
Ah, you told me that
Low,
one before.
and right there, don't open up. And does. See, still like halfway, not extending his knee and leg. So still low. Look at this one. Ready? From here, low. He doesn't go all the way down the bottom of the wave because otherwise you lose speed. And right here, boom. So his body and knees in the same angle like this. So never like that.
Okay, so they are connected. You wouldn't like disconnect
Yeah.
the movement from body and knee.
Yeah, like this. Not like this.
Okay. But
Yeah.
what about on the top? What's your on the top turn if you're doing the snap? Won't you turn your upper body first before you?
Yeah, but exactly, but not overextended.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so when you overextend it, you lose that connection between your core
Okay.
because you're using your core, and your knee, your hip, and the knee is just controlling. But the power coming is from your core and from your inside your body like this. Not fully core, but like I think the whole like middle muscle between your hip and your chest.
Great insights from Oni Anwar, our surfer from Indonesia, one of the finest, very best surfers of all time from Indonesia, one of the best in Asia. So listen closely.
And all these guys have been training physically, mentally as well, not just coming here before the event. So as you can see, our surfer in blue has been training on his backside, and both of them representing China. China's now having all the equipment to actually training.
And all the trainers, our shared friend Mustafa Jackson from Indonesia, one of the trainers from Team China.
And Dede Suryana. Yeah, this time 12 minutes 30 seconds to go. Kaishe Adachi is currently in first place. Second place is blue, a 6.17 and a 5.33. Zihao Dong, he haven't really got any good wave yet, so he's looking, and he's sitting on third priority, which is not a good sign of him to sit next to those two guys. See, red and blue is kind of like around him, so if you want to go right, he has no more choice. He should be sitting wide away from them and trying to build that score of a 3.5 or 3. Yeah. So I would say just staying busy, doing something, not just a turn, maybe some 360s to show the judges some variation of surfing until the surfer in blue and red lose their priority and regain priority. That's when you have to sit and wait, I would say.
Yeah, the priority game, there's always a little bit of game theory involved here, where to position yourself best, not only when it comes to competition, but also in free surfing. Where's the right location? Where will I get most out of it?
So right there, our surfer in green with the third priority, he's sitting really low on the point. And you can see some wide one. Red is nose the bank. Red is waiting for the one of those big sets that when we're surfing. You remember one of those sets like that?
I do.
They're breaking really wide. Where our surfer in green right now are sitting really deep off the line, which is only getting the small wave and not gonna score much.
Look at Sri Lanka.
Yeah,
Lucky Koku
the gang.
On the bridge. And up and riding blue with first priority on this one. Little pump there, goes for the bottom turn on his backhand.
Very nice surfing right there for our surfing blue. Look at this racing through here, looking for a finishing. Ah.
Wow, I get drunk with this drone shot, man.
Yeah, that's nice surfing for our surfing blue. But look at this set, the back. I think green sold the wave to him.
Yeah?
This is a medium-sized wave.
Yeah, with the drone everything looks good, huh? But now on this perspective you can see it's sort of like a smaller wave. He had the priority, so maybe you're right. And his teammate, Chinese surfer in green, sold in this one. Actually, here is the replay.
He's on a better wave there, but he just pushed it a little bit too hard. I think that wave should not go on that one because it went fat straight afterward. So there's a lot of priority misuse them, because you can also just sit and wait with our surfer in red at the back. And
Comfortable position now for Kaisei.
yep,
9 minutes 30. He has priority. He has the highest scored wave in this heat. He is on the first position, so he can, I wouldn't say relax, but definitely be patient now and wait for a big thing to drop his 5.87. And maybe it is an advantage for Kaisei that this is actually not even the first heat of him surfing today. He was surfing before in the semi-finals of the men, got fourth there with a 10.5 and couldn't advance. Also, his teammate Takai Kanazawa in the second heat got out with him. Instead, Iko Watanabe. Oh no, I'm sorry. Actually, Taki and Iko, his two teammates, they will advance. He got out with Denny Vidiato, who had a 9.5 as the single best score of the heat, one of the best scores in this whole event, but didn't manage to get a backup score, so got out with this huge score. But yeah, Kaisei seems to really understand the conditions right now.
wow, look at this caddy just dealing with those currents. So much current there. I love that drone work. Thank you for the drone man right now, showing the whole angle of us. And
yeah, actually we should use so much more time to give credit to all the great work done by this team. The reason why we had this official session was also as a thank you for all the great work the judges, priority judges, technical team, video team, everybody puts into this event so that we are matching the quality of the work with the quality of the waves. One of these beauty waves you can see right now, up and riding. Kaisei Adachi falling on this one, losing priority, but still keeping the first position. What went wrong there?
I think right here where he hit it kind of late, and the section of the wave just pushed him down. And yeah, I think the body language wasn't really aggressive to hit that. He should be like faster and more hit it fast into the top of the pocket, where he just kind of slowed down, take it easy, and then the wave kind of just pushed him off.
So he was too relaxed in his attempt?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So third priority for him now. 6 minutes, 50 seconds remaining. That gives the two Chinese surfer a chance to really go offensive. In the case of Xiao Dong, he would need at least the second position to advance to the semifinals of the under 18 boys. And Chen Zheng Wang obviously looking to drop his 5.33 to either get the first position or at least keep the second one.
Yeah, look at the strategy now that our surfer in red. So now he has third priority. So he's seen way away from the surfer in blue and green. And there is some good sets on those white one. If he sits there longer, there will be some white one, and he'll replace that 5.67 unless our surfer in green and blue paddle toward surfer in red. So if I was in first priority right now, I would sit between those two surfers. But right now, I think he's just trying to find that set to get better his 3.5.
Tell us, why would you sit between those two? Is it because, on the one hand, having the possibility to drop into anything from the one sitting on the right, and on the other hand not being too much to the left to not miss out the good sets, or what's the idea behind?
Because when I was surfing before, where I was surfing red is a bit too wide, where green and blue is now is too bit too deep. You want to be in the middle where that you can catch those wide one as well. When this medium one, you can go on more on your left. When the biggest one, you can paddle more to your right. Right, yeah.
So since it's 5 minutes left, wouldn't it? Let's forget that Chen Jiang Wang in blue and Xiao Dong are teammates. Wouldn't it make sense for the surfer in blue to now mainly focus on? Oh no, I'm sorry. Actually, I see that green has got priority,
Yeah.
right? Ah, okay. Obviously, that's a different story then. Green really needs to get at least 7.5 to advance to second position. So he does actually need quite a good wave here, because 7.5 would be the best score of the heat so far.
So you can see now our surfer in blue just went on that smaller wave just to make sure our surfer in green catches and lose the priority. And now I can see at the back, I think green went on up. So right now I would not, if I was green, I would not catch anything unless it's bigger, because he need a pretty big score. And there's 4 minutes to go. I think our surfer in blue sit and wait. Oh, I think he just took a wave, so he's in third priority right. Oh no. Sorry,
he
second
went-
priority now.
He went on the wave after blue.
Yeah.
On the replay we'll see what happened there. But first, white's wave here, one of the smaller ones. Wow, how did he manage to do that one? Really pushes it. Not the best wave selection here, but he really tries to make the best out of it. But maybe a little bit overcommitted here. And at the back, green, losing it there, and the finish. But since it was at the beginning of the wave, he has the opportunity to pedal back and get the priority above his teammate.
What about you? Did you get a couple good one on a free surf?
I did. It was good fun.
Where did you take the best one?
At the beginning I was further to the right, but actually the more fun ones were the one on the left.
Yeah.
More power out there.
Bigger, yeah.
Yeah. But most of it all I enjoyed just being there with friends, you know,
Yeah.
not hustling too much. Just cheering
Yeah.
to each other, watching you, having some airtime.
Yeah, I think the wider one's better. Oh, this is gonna be boat. There's 2 minutes to go. Our surfing green need to score. So I think our surfer in blue now pretty much has no control of this heat until our surfer in green loses priority. But I don't think surfer in red really bothers for surfing green.
Yeah, for green to take over red, he would need an excellent range score, more than a 9. So Kaisai, who is taken off this wave here, has got a comfortable lead, so he really can pretty much do whatever he wants on this one. Is he going to the air? Nope. Maybe on this one.
He's more like a stylish surfer than actually an air surfer. Like this, I can see the style thing. He does need to do turns, not need to do air. But you can see like Iko Watanabe, Marmar, John Maktokong, Danny Widianto. All these guys has the air game. And Akaisha, I haven't really seen him pulling those airs yet.
Well, he doesn't need to for now. He's in a big lead. Most probably is advancing to the semis here. High line for him. Yeah, as you said before, it looks like he's surfing pretty casual on this wave. Like, not too much effort on this wave. So, and green loses it here once again. Only 15 seconds left for green with second priority to get almost an excellent range score to to be able to get the second position, which will allow him to stay in the juniors and advance the semifinals against his teammate in blue, Chen Jianguang. It is the East Asian affair in this first heat of the quarterfinals of the boys, and that does play a role, since not with the boys but with the adults it is also a qualifier for the Asian Games. 10 seconds left, one more race for blue, and it looks like red goes left, Jada's left, and again cruising, having fun there. The heat is over, it's official. This man in red for Team Japan advances to the semifinal, as does in blue surfer from China. And after the recap and small commercial, we'll see you here for heat number 2 of the boys quarterfinal.
All right, everyone. Good evening and welcome back. We are now live. Why are you laughing at me?
I don't know.
Anyway, we are back in the junior men's in the water right now. So, of course, I welcome back Jesse. Jesse, what's up?
Oh, not much. Loved that little midday surf break we had. That was so fun. Now these guys getting to enjoy the competition. Yusuf Khan Hamad in the red. We have Kanapafi Ramesh in the blue and Troy Espajan in the green. So a Maldivian, a Sri Lankan, and a Filipino surfer in this heat.
All right. I love watching this kind of stuff. Different region. Here we go. Our favorite, my favorite so far. Troy is up and riding. Nice backside snap.
Oh no, just pushed a little too hard. And then this is a surfer in blue, just looking like he was going to come unstuck, but he pulled it off. And then taking this one through to the inside, we'll see if he gets any more work done here. He's actually navigated that wave really well. I mean, that was a pretty hard wave to surf. It was really slow, nothing too consistent. And looking like Troy up and riding again. Getting his second wave under his belt nice and quick. Got one of these wider rights coming through. And he hit a bit of deep water, so I was going to say good work getting out of that. But a couple waves there. Oni.
Yeah, I mean, the boys are staying busy. They're trying to stay in the second or first, because being in third place is you be out. So here we go, our local Grom. He is the local guy right now, representing the Maldives. Nice finishing there. Kayan Zaki. The Grom, the best Grom around here. Is so many.
There are so many. There are so many good Groms coming out of here, actually. I feel like this region is really strong. It's got really healthy talent coming out of it. So Kayan being one of those, he's in the quarterfinal. That is not an easy round to make. So he's here, he's done it, but now he's going to get to that job of the semi-final. This is obviously the last quarterfinals that we're going to have here in this event, and then it will be all semi-finals and finals from here on out.
Wow. And yeah, the waves are still fun for our junior surfers. So here we go as a replay. Jesse, talk me through this one.
Yeah, this is Kayan. So love that opening carve. Really kicks that tail and then gets the finish. 2 strong turns there from our surfer in red. Heaps of scores to lock in right now. 25-minute heat, so 5 minutes down. 20 minutes to go. I think that could have been the best wave of the heat so far. Even though it was just 2 turns, it was 2 critical turns.
Yeah, that's right, Jesse. I agree with you. So it's being super smart technique, even though the wave wasn't that good, but just the way he ride it out perfectly.
He made it just look so fun. So definitely a good score locking in for our surfer in red. We have some more scores locking in for all 3 surfers. When I'm looking at some of the names in the rest of these quarterfinals, we've got a couple of big surfers coming up. But before we get to that point, we are going to skip on down to Afri, who has the winner of our first quarterfinalist.
I'm here with Kaizei, who just won the first heat of the quarterfinals. And he was having fun there. One could see, man, you were like surfing almost casually. Tell us, what was the difference in these conditions compared to the semifinals and the males where you were surfing before?
Well, like, wave getting small and then kind of slow heat, but like, waves perfect. It's fun.
So one could see that you were having fun out there. Was it a different mindset surfing this heat compared to the semifinals?
Just win.
Just win?
Yeah, just win.
Okay, awesome. So I guess that's the goal for the semifinals up until the finals. Is there anything else that you are going to do before you're going to your next heat? Are you going to analyze the spot or doing something else?
Just relax and start closing and yeah.
How do you relax? Like you just sit, sleep, eat? What do you do?
Like watching surfing video in my bed.
All right. Well, have fun with the surfing videos in your bed. Congratulations to advancing and best of luck for the next heat. Back to you guys.
Amazing. Thank you, Afri. Thank you, Kaizei. So, Kaizei Adachi, our first semi-finalist. He is looking pretty on point. We've got a couple scores locked in, but before that, Oni, take us through this wave.
Yeah, Troy really did a really nice turn on that one. Very fluid surfing. I love it. Really sharp. And nothing slows him down, and finished that wave perfectly. So I think that would be a healthy score for our surfing green.
And now at the back, this is Kanapathy, our Sri Lankan surfer, up and riding. I mean, nice backhand crack there. Ooh, second one was better. Oh, but can't quite hold on. That 2-turner, though, from Kayan, 5-1-7. We called it. Going to be the best wave of the heat, just only being 2 turns. But let's look at these replays. This is Troy's. Really like that first turn, Oni. I agree with you. That second turn kept that momentum going, had a bit of spice, and finished it off. That was a strong wave just then.
Yeah, of course. I told you. And this guy like surfing green. Sorry, blue. See, like, I think he hit it too early or too late. What do you reckon?
You tell me.
I think it's a bit too late. Maybe bottom turn really deep. So when he hit the section on top, if you see our surfing green, he hit it a bit early and he throws spray. Maybe it doesn't have as much power as our surfing blue where he push it. But our surfing green had power when he goes vertical on the lip.
Yeah, he's definitely a strong surfer. So this is our second quarterfinal. So we've got 2 more to go after this. And then we're actually going to crown 2 champions today, which is absolutely wild to me. We're going to have our Open Men's Champion and our Open Women's Champion crowned. Starting off with the Open Men's, I'm going to read the finalists out to you, okay? And I want you to tell me what you think.
All right. Sweet. Let's go.
So we have Mare Joy, Ika Watanabe, Pajar, and Taki Kanazawa for our Open Men final.
Wow. That's exciting. And then?
And then for the women, we have Suchi Yang, our Olympian. We have Murai Ikeda, Anri Matsuno, and Taina Izquierdo.
Oh, yeah. That is going to be a really good hit.
So we've got a lot of Japanese surfers in our 2 Open finals. We've got 4 surfers across 8 spots.
Yeah. Yeah, because 2 Japanese took out one of the defending champion last year, Danny Vidianto. Because that must be feeling so good. So good, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Let's take a look back in this heat, though. Troy, his last wave was a 5.67. So getting some scores on the board here. 15 minutes to go on the clock. Kanapathy moves up into second. So a 4.33 and a 2.3. Only the one wave score, though, of a 5.17. So Kyan not looking for much to get into second or first. Right now, he's in a pretty good position. He's got first priority. He's got a pretty good score. That is the Maldives team just on that wooden platform. That is Hoobs. You can tell, waiting for them to look in so they can direct him in the right place. Is that something you use when you're in your heats? Did you use that tactic of having a coach on the beach guiding you around the lineup?
I honestly don't like it because it confuses me. I'd rather not looking at the beach at all because I always do it and I always lose.
Really?
Every time people direct me, because they never really know what the wave will look like from a different view. They can see it from the beach. Sometimes you think it's a set, but it's not a set. It doesn't, it doesn't break on you. So you lose that spot, especially if you're surfing beach break. Oof, the worst.
The worst.
The worst.
To have a coach on the beach?
Yeah.
Wow.
I would like to talk to my coach, and then he has to say, okay, you trust. I have to trust myself. Otherwise, you don't have trust in yourself. You just don't know where you're going.
Okay, no, I like that strategy. I like having a coach on the beach.
Yeah, because you're a woman.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
Because women like to have a coach, and boys too, obviously. But I don't like it.
Yeah, careful now, Oni.
I'm joking. Who's your coach now?
I don't have one. My dad. My dad was my coach all through growing up. I mean,
oh yeah,
he was the best.
It's different though. Having a dad as a coach is the best.
It's the best. Having a dad as a coach is amazing.
If you can listen to your dad, you will go so far. But if you don't listen, that's when you're being naughty.
I know. It took me a while to learn how to listen.
Not many child nowadays listen to their dad.
Something you get to go through with your son soon.
Oh my! Don't even start there. He's already running around, not even listening to any word I say.
Perfect. He's doing the right thing then.
Oh, better hope not.
12 and a half minutes on the clock to go. We've kind of hit a bit of a lull here, potentially a little bit of a wave rolling through right now. We are on the way up to high tide. So high tide is around that 3 o'clock mark. We're looking to finish out the day.
Oh, dolphin.
Yes. Did you see
dolphin
that?
Jumping? I saw it first, so.
What?
I saw it first.
Okay. But yeah, we're coming up to that high tide.
Oh,
again! I saw that one first.
I say it first. Everyone who's listening, This is Jessie's move. Always climbing people's stuff. Like she thinks she saw it first, but I do. Anyway, back in action right now. Surfer in the water. 3.93 and a 5.67 for our surfer in green. Second place, a surfer from Sri Lanka. Up and riding. Our local boy. Oh, nice floater there. The waves just run off.
Yeah, just a one-turner. I feel like to get a good score with a one-turner, you kind of have to throw a little bit more caution to the wind with sections like this. If you're going to use first priority on a wave that is kind of a closeout and you just have only one turn section, you probably need to hit it a little bit harder than that so that you can get a score on the board. Nonetheless, I think it's going to put him in second, but I think it'll keep him in second. He's going to have to work harder again to get to first.
Oh, yeah. One turner.
One-turner.
One turner. Can you explain people what's one turner I mean?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. A one-turner is a one-turn wave. In Australia, we shorten absolutely everything, so we call it a one-turner, but it's a one-turn wave. That's a good point.
So, not bad, eh? You know that? All right.
Not bad, mate.
Yes, who did the one turner wave?
Kyan, he got a one-turner, so he got a 2.17 for his one-turner, and now he's in second, but he's still looking for another score to get himself up into first, but he's not looking for anything crazy. He's just looking for about a 4.5 with just over 10 minutes to go, plenty of time, but he needs to make sure he keeps swinging on waves because we've seen so many athletes not use their priority, not use momentum, but Troy...
12 o'clock, that one.
Yeah, maybe breaking away from the pack right now.
Yeah, I think he definitely replaced that 3.83. I'll surfing green. Like, that's a nice turn. Even though it's like close out bad way, but he just hit that section vertically, 12 o'clock. I love how his backside. I love his backside, to be honest.
Yeah, I feel like the Filipinos look really comfortable here.
Yeah.
It looks really similar to their home. But now this is the replay of Troy. So it gets a bit of a slash here. And 12 o'clock, you're not wrong, gets a bit of drift around. So pushes really hard coming out of that turn. So now Kanapathy from Sri Lanka has to answer back. I don't know if you've traveled to Sri Lanka, but what a cool part of the world. I mean, some of the best places I've surfed, and maybe the most fun I've ever had in a country is probably in Sri Lanka. Actually, here and Sri Lanka are probably the two places I've had the most fun surfing in a country. Sri Lankan point breaks, so much fun.
Oh, you're not coming to Indonesia.
Oh, no, and Indonesia too, sorry. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you're not sorry, so you're banned.
I
Everybody's
am sorry.
watching. Dari teman-teman yang ada di Indonesia.
Hey!
I'm giving the code now. Some code to understand what I say.
No, don't be doing that, Oni. None of that. Indo knows I love them.
You just said, one turner. So I can say my Indonesian too. Good morning. How are you, mister? 50, it means 50, you know that? 50?
Yeah.
50,000.
50,000.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm good.
Very good, nice. All right, so this hit 8 minutes ago in the water. So everybody who's watching all over the world, the Filipino surfer in green, currently in first place, second place right now. Our local surfer, Kayanzaki. Here we go, up and riding for our local surfer. Right now, he's going racing. Can he do a turn here? Yes, he does. One more turn. Bam! Right there. Ride it out perfectly. Okay, so that was so good. I see the clapping from the team Maldives on the beach there. Here's a replay. Jesse, talk me through it.
Yeah, I was a little nervous at the start. I was thinking, oh, he might not get around, but he did. Real beautiful down carve. Puts it back up there. Times it lovely for a second turn. Last wave of Troy still locking in, but now we have another score to lock in for Kayan. I mean, those last two waves from those surfers are really, really impeccable stuff. So now all eyes go to our surfer in blue, but he's handing this wave to Troy. Troy using up second priority, big first crack. There's the second one, and this is a really bowly right. Maybe a bit of a mistake here from our Sri Lankan surfer. I'm so sorry he just fell on that last turn, but I like this wave, Oni.
Yeah, I love it. Look at this spring. Bam. Look, throws a lot of spray. And I love this turn. Boosh. 12 o'clock, but not as much spray like that one is better. Look at this one. Bish. Really nice skill here. This guy, he is on fire. How many turns do you think he did then? Like 3, 4?
He did 4.
Yeah, oh my God. And this our surfer in green represents Sri Lanka. Wow, nice turn here. Okay, so that's much better.
Maybe a little bit mistimed on some of those sections, though, ever so slightly, like just a half beat behind those waves. Love that first turn. Then that second turn vertically in the pocket. See how late he had to get to that last section? Amazing work, you know, being able to get up there and still ride out of that one. It was a pretty hard section to be able to, you know, get out over the foam and still come down. And he got pretty vertical with it too. So testament to Kanapathi's surfing. But right now, I think he's going to need a little bit more, just based on those last two waves from Troy and Kayan. We've had a situation change, so Kayan goes to the lead. It's a 4-4-7. Troy now in second. So we believe, though, we do have another score to lock in for Troy. So our friend from Sri Lanka might have to do a little bit more work in these next 5.5 minutes.
Yeah, look like there is a wave though coming for our surfer in green and red. So priority is with red. So Kayan right now is okay.
Ooh.
So we'll see. Sorry, now priority is with green. Sorry, green.
Yeah.
Green first priority, red second priority right now. So I think there will be a good healthy score for our surfing green coming soon. I like what you say, Jesse. We're just a matter of time when, because it's 5 minutes, just under 5 minutes remaining, and our surfer in green right now, I cannot see him on the priority board there. So he definitely probably went wide. I think he went wide, which is probably a smarter choice because there is some good wide one to come through. Jesse?
Yeah, I agree. If I didn't have priority and I'm in third, I would definitely sit wider of the competitors in the heat. There's no point sitting with the rest of the pack, you know.
Yeah, I agree with you because when you have third priority, you want to build your score. All right? So now 2.5 as a backup for a surfer in blue, it's not good.
No, 2.5 isn't the backup that you want. That's our Maldivian team there trying to signal their surfer there. So Troy, he needs to get a little bit of a wriggle on right now. His last score not improving his situation. Obviously, all of these surfers want to make it to the semi-final. There is 0.1 separating Kayan from Troy. So these guys super close, both are so talented. But we cannot count out our Sri Lankan surfer just yet. There's 3.5 minutes. So much has happened in the back end of every heat. It is not over till that hooter goes. So maybe a little bit of a flurry coming through, but definitely a mistake from our Maldivian surfer before giving up his first priority. Now opening the door to Troy to try and get that first place off Kayan.
Yeah, you explained it all. 3 minutes ago. I think Kayan 2.5. What do you think he needs to do? Just chew backside, upside down, good timing it, bigger set.
Yeah. I feel like all of these guys are probably sitting around 60%, maybe 65%. They're not over surfing this heat. They're not, you know, at the full capacity, but I think it's pretty smart. You know, keep your cards close to your chest, show your better cards as you progress through to those deeper rounds like the semi-finals, which will be held tomorrow. But they need to make sure they get there in these next 2.5 minutes. But if I was Kanapathi, Right now, I would try and just hit it as hard as I can. Right now, he's not too far behind our second place skater. We've had a situation change, so Troy goes to the lead, has first priority. Now Kayan looking for another 5 to get himself back up into first. He might want to play a little bit of defense right now, though, Oni. If you were second in red and you had second priority and blue was in third with third priority, would you be sitting on blue? Would you be making best friends with them?
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Jesse, because time is only just a minute and 40 seconds to go. So you don't want to give in a gap for our surfer in blue to catch another wave, because especially if you have that priority over blue. So yeah, definitely. But right now, our surfer in red sitting too deep. There is going to be some wide one coming. So our surfer in green is surfing this wave right now. Probably his last wave. Oh, see, that's so dangerous for our surfer in blue. He let it go. And here we go. What he's going to do? Float in this one. Push it too hard. So it's very lucky for our surfer in red right now, because this is the answer back for our surfer in red. It's our local surfer here. Wow, even him pushing a bit too hard. So a minute to go.
Yeah, I feel like that was definitely a mistake from our surfer in red, especially with the talent that we have from our Sri Lankan surfer. So I feel like there is a lot of learning in this heat for Kayan. Obviously, he's surfed a great heat on the waves he's been on, but you never give your competitor a chance. Not in the last minute. I mean, that he should have just gone this wave, held blue off at this one, because this wave behind it isn't going to add to his scoreline. So I feel like he can watch this back, learn from it, try and not make these same mistakes tomorrow in the semi-final, because now there's 20 seconds to go and blue has first priority.
Yep. This is the replay of that last wave. I don't think there will be a change of situation for sure. But that turned out right here. Our surfer in blue. Float this one. All he needs just go tap it. Don't even hit it too hard. Don't listen to Jesse.
Oh, blue finishing off a wave there.
Oh, I think that's a frustration comment.
Oh, if red... There's a lot of learning in this heat right now for our local surfer. Would love to see that last wave before we go on a break, because that could spoil the rest of the heat. But I'm thinking we're probably going to have to go straight to a heat recap. We'll be back with the results of this heat right after this short break. Welcome back to the Asian Surfing Championships. We're back here. We had a little midday break. We got to go for a surf. Our locals got to go and, respect their religion. So we're all about working with the locals at these events. But now we're back. Quarterfinal heat number 3, the last lot of quarters we have. Giada, welcome back to the booth.
Thank you. I'm super excited to be back. I heard there's a little bit of action happening on that last one. I saw people cheering and flags waving around. So it's super, super exciting exciting afternoon here. We have in the water quarterfinal number 3 right now. That looks like green up and riding. Good looking first turn straight up into the second one. So this on your screen right now is Sayed Salahuddin. Nice first wave to start off this heat. We will be finishing off the under 18 boys quarterfinals. So they're on your screen right now. In red, John Chan. In blue, Kishore Kumar. And in the green, Sayed Salahuddin. We have super international heat right now. Chinese Taipei, India, and Maldives. So this is Kishore Kumar, our surfer from India. He was absolutely killing it yesterday afternoon. He got a 7.5. He got a 6. So then I saw him dancing at the Maldivian night. Like, it was incredible. So he was really, literally on fire on land and in the water.
Oh, I mean, last night was so much fun. We're lucky enough to have a cool local Maldivian night here. And, I mean, look at this first wave from our surfer in green, just ripping through a couple really beautiful calves here all the way through. This is obviously our junior division, but they are attacking these heats with so much energy, so much power, and I mean a lot of determination. Then a bit of a replay from our surfer in blue, potentially a bit of a foot placement issue there. You could tell he shifted his back foot at the start of the wave, so it kind of put him off. But Kishore, he will regroup. He's one of the best surfers coming out of India right now. And then this is our surfer from Chinese Taipei. Yeah, John, been on form all events so far.
Yeah, good job, John Chan. You know, he's his pink board just been sweeping away some big scores, so that's what got him into the quarterfinal here. It's gonna be a super exciting afternoon. We have seen a little bit of the swell drop the past 2 days, but it's still firing out there. And this is Kishore Kumar just showing why he is in the quarterfinals. That was sick. Little tail drift there and takes this one all the way to the inside. Unfortunately, wasn't able to ride out of that last one, but he got all the work down on the outside here. So a little bit more of a check turn here. I love that one. This turn was really cool, but this one's my favorite. Boom.
I absolutely loved this wave. I mean, that was a series of really committed, really strong turns in the pocket. The judges, that's what they want to see. They're going to love that type of surfing as well. So Kishore coming in this heat with a bit of I'm here and I want to make the semi-finals. And yeah, India looking pretty good in the form of Kishore. So scores to lock in for all of our surfers. But in that last heat, it was the local Maldivian surfer and our Filipino moving on through. So we did have to say goodbye to our Sri Lankan competitor. But now we're going to figure out who else is going to be moving on through to those semi-finals. And then this afternoon, we've got finals. We're going to crown some champions.
That's exactly right. It's been a long week, but we've made it. It is finals day for the Opens. Tomorrow we'll be finishing off the juniors. So stick around. Don't miss out on the action. You know, the waves are still looking super fun out there. We got to surf a little bit during our break. Oh. We had a little bit of just letting off some steam there, but looking like a few of the athletes from the last heat coming in. So
yeah, it was our Filipino surfer taking it out, our Maldivian surfer in second. I love the passion that is coming behind all of our teams right now. I mean, look at Team Philippines. They travel as one big unit, and then so do Team Maldives. There's that flag flying. There is so much passion that goes behind these clubs. And yeah, we've said it all event. Every single team down here, they're one big happy family. A few of the local ladies tuning in as well, giving our local boy a round of applause. I mean, what a great afternoon. And it's only just the start. We've got finals after this.
Yeah, so it's a little bit... I mean, we're close to the end, but far from over. We've still got both the Open Men's Finals to finish, and we will be finishing off today with the Women's Open Final. So it's going to be exciting. There we have it. Team Philippines, we love you too.
Woo-hoo!
Yeah. epic stuff down here at the beach. We are currently in Thulusdhoo. This is Maldives. The waves are of incredible quality. It has dropped slightly, but we've been seeing, even with the rain and wind, it's constantly offshore here. There's constantly waves. This is the smallest day that we've had, and it's practically head high.
It's still so fun. I mean, try it and test it by your two commentators. It is so fun out there. I mean, both of us, we were having such a fun surf. This wave, it's so pristine. It's so, I don't want to say it makes you want to surf good because the wave is so perfect. It makes you want to meet it with this energy of like, okay, I want to give this wave everything I can because look at this canvas that I get to work with. It is so much fun. There's a few peaks, so even if you don't have priority, there's a few banks you can go and sit on. It has been such an incredible playground really for all of our competitors to really put on a performance, put on a show, and that's what the last few days have been. Day 6, I cannot believe we're in day 6. I feel like we started yesterday.
Actually, yeah, I feel like we started yesterday. I can't believe how quickly it's gone, and we're gonna be leaving so soon. And I was out there in the water, and I was like kind of upset. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm already leaving. I feel like I just got here.
I know. We'll have to come back.
Yeah,
we've got a lot of girls' trip surf plans after this trip. After talking to all the athletes, we want to go to Bangladesh. Let's figure out where we can surf in Saudi Arabia. I want to surf it all. I want to experience every single culture that we have from the teams down here because the energy that everyone's bringing, why wouldn't you want to be a part of it?
Oh, and after last night, we are 100% going to India.
Oh, absolutely.
There is no way I'm not going. They were busting out their best moves. I was like, this team is sick. And speaking of awesome places, this is our surfer from Maldives on a good-looking wave. Finish this one off, and that's going to be a pretty good score for our local surfer, Syed Salahuddin. Wow, look at this wave, Jess. It's looking so fun out there.
I know, Saeed trying to find himself, well, not trying to find, found himself at one of these sets that is a little bit over the kind of height that we're used to seeing. That was definitely one of the biggest sets. Got 3 pretty nice turns in it, so he's going to back up that 3-3-3, maybe even jump himself up into the lead based off 2 scores. Looking at that score coming in for Kishore, though, it was a 5.5, so Team India, they've put in a lot of work, a lot of hard yards. They've been spending a bit of time at training over in Bali. I know you said that you saw them over there. I have been to where the team trains in Mahabalipuram. Beautiful place, beautiful culture, great food. Don't even get me started on the food. The Indian food is out of control. And I was talking to some of the Indian team last night, and I was saying the trajectory in the last 12 months of their level of surfing, incredible. There's Team India. They're supporting their guy in the water, Kishore. But then also, I want to touch on Chinese Taipei. Yes, last year did you come to Jinsen Harbour?
I went 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
We went last year. The coolest wave. It is so fun. It's like Taiwan's trestles.
Yeah, that's true. It does have that trestles feel to it. That's really true. But even the dumplings, I know unfortunately many are meat, but the dumplings are sick.
The dumplings are amazing. We just got the call up that we have a post-heat interview with the winner of quarterfinal number 2. Oni, please take it away.
Yeah, I'm ready. What's up? All right, so everybody is watching live. Now we got our team Philippine in that juniors. We got big support here. We got Troy. How you feeling?
Super happy, and I can't explain.
Yeah. So you carrying the flag now for the juniors. Is there any pressure for you out there?
Yeah, a little bit pressure, but yeah, I can do this.
And so tell me, what's your strategy? How's the wave compared to today? So you has to adjust because you're reaping, this backside surfing is excellent. Can you explain me more about your training strategy before you come here?
My training strategy is just look at the waves and
Listen to your coach.
Listen to our coach. Yeah. And
Yes.
to have fun.
Okay, so is John Mark Tokong right next to you right now? Does he give you any tips?
Yeah. He give me tips.
And what did he say?
Just be always looks good.
Looking good? You already look good, better than him. I'm joking. So John Mark Tokong, everybody here, as you can see, the surfer from the Philippines are carrying into the semifinals. So congratulations. And now, any tips for any word, last word for your friend at home?
Thank you for all my fans and friends and sponsor, Bagtik Surfers and Kong Bingo, Saging Saging team and OPSA. Yeah. PC. Thank you.
All right, there you go, everyone. Look at this. Everybody is cheering for Troy. Congratulations, and see you into the semifinal for the under 18 boys juniors. You.
You. Epic.
I love that team. I love Team Philippines. They are bringing the vibes, bringing the energy. Let's check back in this heat though, because there was a lot of surfing done during that interview. 12 minutes 45 on the clock, so coming down to halfway. Saeed is in the lead with a 3.33 and a 4.33, so he actually got his best wave of the heat on that last one, put himself up into first. Now, Kishore wanting to better that 1.17. I saw him get one really nice turn on a set wave before. Unfortunately fell on his second one, but he's found himself another wave. I'm going to say that's going to be enough to put him back in the lead.
Yeah, here's my guy, Kishore. I'm so excited. Oh my God. I'm stoked to see him surfing so well. You know, I even feel like from when I saw him in Bali to now, his surfing has already improved so much. He just looks more confident. I think that's what's really changed. He's looking more confident in himself. He's, he's taking a really big step. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the teams actually, after traveling through Asia a little bit last year, the level of surfing has definitely gone up. I mean, Chinese Taipei, their surfing has rapidly increased. I mean, I saw one of their surfers, Chen, last year, and she was a good surfer, and she definitely had future. But then seeing her in this event, like, she has ramped it up. This is John Chen from Chinese Taipei going down on that one turn. But look at the drive and energy he brings to this, though. I mean, that bottom turn, silky smooth, was strong enough to throw the fins out the top. Didn't pull it off, but let's bring more of that energy. John Chen.
Yeah, that's he's been surfing really well. You're right, he's really pushing it. He's really wanting to get, you know, those scores up. Unfortunately, not really getting that bull rolling just yet, but he does have 11 minutes left, and even though it doesn't sound like a long time, that's enough to get a few waves under your belt. So if he has the patience and plays his game, his cards right, he can definitely get back into this heat. But we still have a few scores to come in for Kishore. I'm pretty sure he's going to be going back into the lead after those drop. But yeah, I've seen it a little bit like slow down a little with the high tide. I feel like this morning maybe it was a little bit more consistent, even though I feel like the wave is more open now, like it has more of an open face to be able to get more turns in. It definitely has slowed down. The sets are not as consistent, yet they're still perfect.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I was going to say 11 minutes isn't a long time, and yes, it is definitely capable for anything to happen in this back end of the heat. All these surfers definitely surf good enough to make it through to the quarterfinal. The only thing is, what I agree with you is, with the only thing that's holding them back is that it's slow. The tide is coming up. We have a 3 p.m. high tide, so I feel like those bigger sets, they're few and far between. That sit and wait game, it's probably not going to pay off in these heats. I mean, especially not in the back end of them. It is so close between first, second, and third right now. So, yeah, if I was these surfers, those mid-sized bowly ones, I wouldn't be letting them go.
100%. And quite a few times already this morning we saw a few athletes drop out of contests because they were maybe a little too patient, waiting a little too much for those sets, when we saw a few others just like be more consistent and catch more waves and kind of made the opportunity for themselves. Like we saw a few people pass and win heats with 2.5s in their scoreline.
Yeah, I feel like one person who really comes to mind is Danny Widianto. I mean, he was looking to back up his title and he was surfing like he was going to. Gets a 9 on his first wave and then just kind of fell out of rhythm with the ocean. And that's what happens when you sit and wait on that changing tide. But this guy right here, John, trying to build some momentum in this heat. Just the 2 turns, goes down on the second one, so forcing it a little bit too hard. Now our local Maldivian surfer, this is Saeed, just coming unstuck as well. So unfortunately, whatever's back in the water, it's back. We've had 2 surfers come unstuck in that same spot. 8.5 minutes to go. Kishore now with first priority. Has a 3 though. Let's get that out of the lineup. We don't want to be getting through heats with 3s, not in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, so we have a few replays. This is John Chan. Yeah, both these surfers, you know, good start, but unfortunately weren't able to finish these off. And now that I actually got to surf this wave and you know, actually go right this time, I see how difficult that last section is to read and understand. You know, it kind of looks like it's going to hold up for you and give you time to do that turn, but it suddenly just kind of shuts down. So you have to time it perfectly, and it just proves how well the surfers that do get to do it, how well their timing is at the end of that wave.
Oh, I mean, I feel like a lot of the Japanese surfers, they have that end section timing down pat. The Indonesian surfers, they do as well. There is not a half beat missing in their surfing, especially on those end sections. Even I, today in some of the free surfs, I was like, what is going on here? Like, you know, at that end section, I was like, oh, you know, so I feel like those surfers who are pulling it off, it shows their degree of difficulty, it shows their caliber of surfing. So these guys, that's why they're in the quarterfinals, but everyone wants those semifinals. So tomorrow we will crown our under 18 boys and under 18 girls champions, but we do have to still figure out who our finalists will be. Will it be one of these 3 men? We will have to wait and see. It's just under 7 minutes to go now, but we've got 2 pretty big finals coming up today, the Open Men and Open Women. They will be out there, not the next heat, but the heat after, and I saw one of the Open Men, Made Joy, getting all warmed up and prepped earlier. I'd love to know how Team Japan and Team Indonesia are going to get ready for this heat, because it's not like it's top 2 progression anymore. You know, this is what we're placing for. We're placing for points, and these points go towards the Asian Games. So are you getting ready with your teammate? Like, are you talking to your teammate before the heat? I want the inside gossip, you know?
Yeah, it would be it's interesting, but you're right, you know, because it's a little bit of a bittersweet moment. You want your team to get the highest points, but you want to win yourself, you know. So it's a tough call. I'm not sure. I'm guessing by maybe past experience that there will definitely be strategy. Obviously, you and your teammate would want to place above the other 2. So I think depending on the scenarios, they might have different strategies. And talking about strategies, here is John Chan. Oh, finally points to the sky. He gets a finishing on a wave, so he's going to be getting rid of that 277. This is your current heat leader, Kishore Kumar. Kind of floats that section. Nice. Really nicely done, and shuts this one down. Let's see if he gets one more turn in, and it's looking like he does. Or, yep. Oh, 360s.
Ooh, maybe a potential just to finish that one. Get another 5 on the board. So maybe a couple points left begging at the end there, but he did get a lot of damage done out the back. Love the backside floater. I've been saying it all event, and he did a textbook one on that first turn. But let's catch up with this wave of John first. That first snap threw so much water out the back. I actually wrote him off at that point. I thought he had fallen. He surprised himself. He surprised me. I was like, oh, there you go. He made that turn. Look at that backside floater. I mean, hello, Andy Irons, but just goofy. That was so textbook, so clean. Gets to this end section. I love that he's pushing. I love that he's going for, you know, a little bit more fun, a little bit more progressive. But that turn there, I mean, that is for people watching, that's a really hard turn to be able to do. And to navigate the lip of the wave and be up there and travel along that coping for as long as he did, and then come down and quickly progress into another turn. I mean, pretty technical surfing there, and he did it, and it looks just like fun for him. It didn't even look hard.
That's exactly right. You know, even that last 360 that he went for was incredible. But Kishore, something I want to mention, he has an incredible style as well. Not only his technique is good, but I really think he's a stylish surfer. He did that really well. He timed it perfectly. It's so hard to be able to get out of a floater with speed and in a second get back into the next turn. We'll see what Saeed replies. Unfortunately, mistimes that turn a little bit and just goes down. But yeah, Kishore, really impressive stuff.
And looking like John, he is pushing to get into second place right now. You can see how hard he's working. Gets to this inside wave, a little bit foamy here through this last section. Whoa, that was a double up and a half coming back towards him. I didn't see that coming. That looked like it was dying, but it grew by 2 times at the end there. That was a great wave selection. And then now Kishore, he has such a great backhand. Wow. So strong, so technical, so stylish. I mean, that is really great surfing there from Kishore. He's going to have, I'm going to call 2 new scores in his lineup from those last 2 waves.
100%. That 3 is going out the window as we're going to see some of the replays now. So this is our local surfer, unfortunately, just kind of falling back towards that. John Chan surfed this wave really nicely. I think the only thing, the wave was slightly small, but we saw it die down and that second section just come towards him. If he completed that, I'm pretty sure he would have been back in the game pretty soon. Unfortunately here, he doesn't really ride out of it. Maybe getting there a little too late with not that much speed, but I think right now the man of the moment is Kishore. 2 beautiful turns back to back. Finishes this one super stylish. He gives a variety. He floats that one shut, rides out of it, showing the judges, you know, I'm in control. I got this. His stance was low. So incredible work there, Kishore. Just showing that extra confidence.
Yeah, I couldn't fault that last over Kishore. Really textbook surfing. Now, our local Maldivian surfer trying to get a bit of work done, trying to defend second place here. Goes up for the finish, but a little bit too late. Had a lot of foam to work with on that inside section as well. Lots of scores to lock in. It is all happening in this last minute and a half. These guys battling out for a spot in the semi-finals, and of course, the further you progress, the more points you get for your team, which means the better chance you're going to have at qualifying for the Asia Games, which is what we're here for. This is one of 2 qualifiers. We do have the 2025 Asian Surfing Championships as the second qualifier next year, but we're starting out early. And it's pretty high stakes, this event. I mean, everyone wants to compete on the Asian Games. Everyone wants to represent their country there. That's the end of a wave from John. He's done it, though. He's got himself into second. All that energy, all that hard work, turning so many waves is paying off right now.
Yeah, so we're just going to watch this replay of John Chan. One big, nice turn, drifts the tail, and rides out of it. He's feeling it. You know, that was a little bit of a chill claim. Like, he was like, yeah, and falls back. We see you, John. So he does go into second place. Unfortunately, Saeed kind of moving down to third. We'll see what he gets done here with the last 20 seconds of the heat. Will he be able to get back into second spot? So nice first turn straight up into the second one. He's going to have to do something pretty critical here, and he does. That was nicely done. He likes it. He screams at the beach. I heard his team cheering him on. There we have some of the Maldivians cheering Saeed on. We'll see what happens. A replay of the man in green right now. I like here how he didn't really waste time in between those turns. He got that section. He did something a bit more critical. We'll see what the judges think about that. And with that, we're gonna head to a quick heat recap, and we'll see you guys in the next heat. All right, guys, welcome back to the ASF Asian Surfing Championship. So right now in the water is the under 18 boys quarterfinal heat 4. So we have in red Taro Takai, in blue Kayan Arif, and in green Seon Jun. So this is looking like a pretty good heat. Welcome back into the booth.
Hey, Jera. Let's see what this heat, the final heat of this quarterfinal of the boys, will have for us. And after that, it's gonna get crazy. We're gonna have the finals of both male and female of the ASF Asian Surfing Championships 2024. But first, let's have a close look on Green's first wave. One of the smaller waves in here, but manages to put a good finishing turn into this one.
Yeah, so nice start for Seon Jun, you know, just putting his feet on the wax, getting used to the conditions. It's changed quite a bit from this morning, or yesterday even. Every day that we get here, the conditions slightly differ, so showing that how well the athletes are doing to adapt to all the conditions, to change their equipment, to have the right thing under their feet. And right now on your screen is Kayan, our surfer from Maldives. Nice finishing turn here, using his local knowledge here to shut that one down. Something I was mentioning with Jesse actually was that after I actually got to surf this wave and go right and feel it out, it's actually super hard on that last section, because you kind of think it's gonna hold for you. You're setting up, you're holding your line, but then it kind of just shuts down on you really quickly. So it's hard to read, and I think it's incredible how well the athletes have been finishing off these waves.
Especially someone like Kayan Arif, who's not only Maldivian but actually comes from Thulusdhoo. This is why he's surfing for the local team. He would know, well, pretty much everything about this wave, all the different conditions, especially when it gets more tricky. So, still waiting for his first score. Meanwhile, we see Team India and Team Maldives with their participants of the last heat coming down the beach. They are happy. Coach India gives their athlete a big hug there. So, well done for the surfers from India, who only recently really started to compete internationally. 2022, first participation in El Salvador in the ISA World Games, and now it's already the second time for them here in the ASF Asian Surfing Championship. But the improvement is insane. And you were actually training with one of them in Bali, right?
Actually, with Kishore, the winner of the last heat, I had a few training sessions with him and Ivan while we were in Bali just before Krui, and I'll get right back to that. This is Taro Takai, our Japanese surfer, wasting no time in between turns. He's using his flow, he's using his speed, so incredible surfing from Taro. Even though it wasn't a great wave, he really took advantage of it and just started off his heat nicely. But yeah, I did spend some time with Kishore in Bali. We only had 2 or 3 training sessions together, but nonetheless, it was enough for me to really appreciate. He's a quiet guy, but really kind, and until too kind, because we were doing heats. And he did let me catch a few waves, and I was like, no, you gotta fight for them. And he was like, no, it's okay.
Nice guy.
So he's so sweet, Kishore. I'm really proud of him to be in the semifinals of the under 18 boys event. He's worked so hard, and I really see the improvement from a couple months ago to now. He's looking confident. He's looking, his style is really good. So you can really see the team really supporting him. So it's great to see.
Awesome. Also, big improvement for Team Korea there. Once again, Kishore with his Indian team.
There we have it, Kishore. We're big fans of you, man.
Up and right in. Seoyun Jun from Team Korea. Incredible improvement also from these surfers. We know that Korea has got good waves, though in wintertime it's pretty cold. But since they have their artificial wave, one of the best out there in the world, feels like the improvement really got, well, up there. And let's talk more about our Korean surfer, who you can see in the replay right now. But before that, let's have a interview with last heat's winner Kishore, your friend from India. Jesse.
Incredible heat just then. You're into the semi-finals to represent your country. You must be feeling super confident right now.
Yeah, very proud.
What has gone into you getting here? What kind of training did you do to find yourself here competing in the Maldives?
I went Bali training with Ivan. After that, we have 3 months training in India, fitness, surfing.
How cool is it to have your team here supporting you, your friends here, your family back at home watching you? It must feel really nice.
Yeah, my team was very supporting, and
He's a man of few words. He's pretty shy. We'll wrap this one up. Anything you want to say to anyone back home?
எல்லாருக்கும் சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு
We'll leave it with that, guys. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Semi-final bound. Thanks, guys.
You know, I think Team India has become one of my favorite teams. Here
After
at
yesterday's
this event.
dance party.
Especially after last night. I was hoping Kishore, one of the boys, is going to bust out some dance moves down in that interview. But nonetheless, I'm sure I'm going to play some tunes later and going to be like, let's go, boys. They were busting out some incredible dance moves. Even their young girl was out there. It was so much fun. The Maldivian night was incredible. Thank you so much to our hotel partner, Season Paradise, for organizing a Maldivian night. We had some delicious meals, like local Maldivian meals, lots of fish and rice, and I like the spicy sauce. Like
You had that red spicy sauce?
yeah, I went back for that red spicy. But I
Alright.
went 2 or 3 times for it. It was incredible.
Because, I mean, I'm originally from Afghanistan, so we do eat quite hot. But I was wondering for all the people who are not used to that spice, if they can actually handle it.
I thought it was pretty hot, so I was like, "Ooh, this is good stuff."
Meanwhile, Surfer in Green from Team Korea on another wave. Yeah, we were just starting to talk about it. It feels like, you know, the artificial wave really brought surfing in Korea into the next level. On point, sharp maneuvers, especially for the young fellas, for the groms. So they always say those new technology really helps you to sharpen up your maneuver, since you can again and again and again surf pretty much the same wave, something that is hard to do in the ocean. One, because no wave is exactly the same as the other, and second, obviously, you're always surfing with other people, and once you know you get to the same spot, the tide might have changed, wind might have changed, but it's different with those artificial waves. And well, it paid off for Team Korea.
Yeah, that's right. So this on your screen right now is Seon Jun. Some good surfing done here from our man in green. Nicely done there. He manages to stick the landing there. He stands up, does a little bit of a dog pat there in the whitewash. He claims it. But I don't think I've ever seen a claim like that. He kind of just raised his hands, like no pointing, no nothing, just raised his hands.
I wonder why all those things in surfing have animal names. What was it? Dog pat?
Yeah, just because you're like patting a dog.
All right. What about pig dogging and duck diving, and what other animals do we have in surfing genre?
I mean, those are the only ones that I really know.
Maybe you should. Turtle roll, of course. On a longboard?
A turtle roll. I've never heard of a
What?
turtle roll.
Do you longboard every now and then?
Yeah.
What do you call this maneuver if you turn up the longboard and you put it in front of your head to...
Oh, like when you need to pass a whitewash?
Exactly.
I don't know, just like roll.
Roll. Roll.
Just roll.
I call it turtle roll.
Turtle roll definitely sounds more interesting. Sounds funner, for sure. So there we have Team Maldives on right in front of the keyhole. They're both leaning down, looking like Cayenne is on something, and he is. So good first turn there. There's a little bit of a bump on this wave, but he sticks through it. I really like that second turn. Will he finish it off? And he does. So he will be getting rid of his 0.83, pretty sure, and go into second. But it is Taro Tataki sitting in second with a 6.5. So this heat, we've got a pretty good heat in our hands right now.
For sure. And it's interesting to see that these surfers are coming from really different backgrounds. Here, the local surfer with all the knowledge on this wave, having the support of probably the whole country, and then Taro Takai from the traditional favorite spot, I'd say, at least when it comes to Asian surfing, coming from Japan. And then, as we said, the improvements of Team Korea on the display here.
Just one turn, but that was nicely done from Seon Jun, your current heat leader. It is Cayenne who's waiting for a score. I don't think that this last wave of Seon Jun will go into his top two scores, but nicely done. You know, he's keeping his rhythm. He's staying busy. He's trying to increase the score every time. But I think he's gonna have to do a bit more than just one turn on a wave to get into an advancing spot.
But then again, he is in the first position, placed first right now with a total score of 9.16, 13 minutes and 35 seconds left in the boys quarterfinal heat number 4. He has currently the second priority. So let's see what will happen in the next couple of minutes, what the ocean will deliver. Big shout out to the organizers of this championship. It's the ASF, the Asian Surfing Federation, also the Maldives Surfing Association, MSA, Ministry of Sports, Fitness and Recreation. Credits go out to our sponsors. This event is hosted by Thulusdhoo Council, managed by Surfing Association of Thulusdhoo, hotel partner Season Paradise, powered by Diragu, apparel partner Apparel 360, associate partner Niris Embroidery, printing partner Print Lab, streaming partner Slow Tape, video highlights partner Various Art Studio, supporting partner Addaran Select Hidarufushi, supporting partner to Kuda Vilingili, the island where you can find chickens, the left-handers. Travel partner is Tarika Express, and the hydrate partner is Bon Aqua.
Yes, big thank you to everyone involved. This event wouldn't be possible without these people. So it is now all eyes on Taro Takai. Our Japanese surfer wants to back up that 650, and looking in that form, he is well on the way to do so. 2 big turns straight into this third one, and he shuts this one down, going straight into the lead after that. Personally, I think that could have possibly been the best wave of this heat.
Look at this display of technique and the flow he is showing on this wave. You know what? The water in the Maldives might be warm, but this guy is on fire. Not only him, but also his board. We were seeing incredible stuff from him. He was the first guy in the males division with an excellent score, with that full rotation on the flats on the second day, and he keeps on surfing like that.
That's right. So, Afri, tell me, we've had a big week of competition. We've seen many heats. You've surfed a few times in the afternoon. We've seen lots of 9s and 8s and 7s and 6s all throughout the week because the conditions have been insane. So tell me some of your highlights.
Okay, so I definitely have to go with John Mark Tokong's 917 on his first heat. That was impressive. I'll tell you more about that before we gonna see once again Taro Takai on his last wave. The second wave for him in this heat, and that for sure will give him the heat. So yeah, man, the Filipino surfer, he was killing it. I was actually so sure that he will make it to the finals, but then a couple of wrong decisions on his last heat made him not advance. But yeah, that display of knowledge of surfing, right hand reef breaks, him coming from Cloud 9, sort of a similar wave to Cokes, was insane. But then at the same time, Danny, last year's Asian Surfing Championship winner, with his 9.4 on his last heat, though not making it through, was also amazing. So I love how this wave allows you to go into the barrel and finish it within air. There are not many waves of this high quality where you can do something like that, especially in a competition.
That's exactly right. And speaking of airs, here we see an attempt from our man in red, Taro Takai. Right behind him, a wave from Seon Jun. Unfortunately, just going down on that one. But yeah, I totally agree. We've had so many great moments in this event. We saw people taking to the air. We've seen barrels. We've seen some crazy turns. So this wave really providing a lot of opportunity to really showcase surfing, and it goes well with different styles. We've seen people who not only regulars but also goofies really be successful on this wave, so it doesn't really favor one type of surfer.
True.
And I think that's a really important point in a wave, especially for competition. It just levels out the playing field. It makes it equal. Everyone just has a bit more of a chance to give the judges what they want and showcase what their surfing is all about.
Very good point. What about yourself? Any highlights so far?
I definitely have a few highlights. Obviously, in the first few days, it was great to see all the teams here. Everyone was super, super excited to just represent their country and be out there. Someone that comes to mind is Team Saudi Arabia. They were incredibly happy. The Team Philippines, of course. Team Indonesia is always there. I love Team India. So a bunch of different countries that are just like give that energy of happiness and stoke, and that's what everyone falls in love with surfing in the first place is just stoke.
What about the free session of the officials?
That was definitely a highlight for me, I finally got to go right on this wave. I did go left, I'm not going to lie. I have a little bit of a weak point for this left. But I did catch one or two good rights as well. So that is some great surfing here from Taro Takai, just really dominating this heat right now. So right behind him, our local Maldivian surfer on his backhand. Here we go. Good first turn. Will he ride out? Unfortunately, falls off, but really well done from Kayana Reef. I'm sure everyone is down here cheering him on. Good turn there. I really liked it. He was unfortunately wasn't able to ride out of it, but we've got a stylish little man here.
So Taro Takai has got another 7.5 minutes to keep his first position, to advance with this to the semifinals. And after those 7.5 minutes, he will surf straight again in the open men's finals, because he is one of the surfers in the finals, together with his compatriot Iko Watanabe, against the two Indonesians from Bali, I Madejoy and I Made Pajar Ariana. Actually, now looking at it, it's Taki, it's Taki Kanazawa and not Taro Takai, who is surfing in the final. So I was 1 second. Okay, there you go. He's surfing right now. I have to look at what is going on right now and not think about the future too much.
You got excited. It's okay. You got excited. We get it. Everyone understands. It's all good. His Team Japan going pretty strong. His teammates will be surfing in the final later on. We will finish off today with the women's open final, so don't go just yet. Plenty of action. This is Seon Jun, our surfer from Korea, wanting to get rid of a 4.33. I'm not sure if that wave is really going to be what he's looking for, but he knows that Kayana Reef is close behind. He wants to get rid of a 3.67, so he's trying to improve his scoreline here. Incredible stuff from all these surfers in the water right now. So this is the last heat of the under 18 boys. We are going straight into the open men's final. So 30-minute heat final, extra 5 minutes. It's gonna be pretty crazy.
Okay, and to now tell you who really is going to surf in the finals of the men, it will not be Taro Takai, but instead Taki Kanazawa from Team Japan, together with Iko Watanabe against the Indonesian surfers I Madejoy Satriawan and I Made Pajar Ariana, both Balinesian surfers.
So right after that, we'll be seeing the Open Women's, which is going to be our Olympian Si Chiang from China. In blue, we're seeing Mirai Akeda from Japan, Anri Matsuno from Japan as well, and Taina Angel Izquierdo from Indonesia. So don't miss out on the action. And speaking of action, here is Taro Takai cashing in his priority. Good looking 2 turns. Lots of flow. I like how he doesn't, waste a lot of time in between his turns. He keeps that one constant line. He doesn't do a lot of double pumps. This is Seon Jun. Wants to get rid of a 4-3-3. We'll see what his finishing looks like. He likes it. He really likes it. And I'm hearing a lot of cheering, so I'm sure Team Korea is down there putting all their support on their Korean surfer.
But at the end of the day, it's the judges who need to decide. Here's the replay of last wave from Japanese surfer. And it's amazing to see how much of his board is actually sticking out on those turns. He goes out almost 2/3 of it. And this is the last wave of Korean surfer in green, the one he claimed for, and we heard all the cheers from his team. So let's see what the judges will give him for that one. He wants to get rid of his backup score of 4.33. Currently in priority, local surfer Kayan Arif in blue, 3.5 minutes to go. For him to score a high 4-point range wave to allow him to stick in this competition. Tomorrow will be the semifinals of the boys and the girls, and of course the Merhaba Cup. So another great day of watching these elite surfers in one of the best spots in Asia, Cokes in Thulusdhoo Island.
Yeah, something I want to just bring out since we saw the replay of Taro Takai, and just something about his technique. It's incredibly hard. Well, I'll come back to that. This is Seon Jun right now. On a smaller looking wave, but looks good here. We'll see what the wave offers him. Goes for the layback Larry. I don't think he
Layback Larry
doesn't ride out of it, but yeah, so Taro Takai on his wave, I don't know if you noticed that from the moment he did that one turn, he went straight to the bottom turn, one line, same speed, no pumps, and did that second turn. That is so hard to do, and it just shows how good his technique is, that he doesn't actually have to pump to gain speed. He gets the momentum, he gets the speed from his previous turn, goes straight into the bottom turn, and does that second or third turn.
So surfing like this, do you have to anticipate the wave and actually already both next maneuvers ahead, or is that something you decide on the spot, whether you want to do an in-between pump or just go for that deep, long bottom turn?
I think it's more of a technique thing. I think his technique is so good that he doesn't find the need to pump, and we'll get back to that as Kayana Reef, our local surfer, having to play a little bit of catch up, but this is a good looking wave. He wants to get rid of a 367. Seon Jun gets a 5, so extends his lead a little bit with just over a minute left. We'll see what Taro Takai does here. Big layback hack straight into this second one. This is definitely going to be getting rid of that 6.50 if he finishes it off nicely. I am loving this wave by Taro Takai.
Yeah, once again, now I was noticing it, as you said, no in-between pumps. It's all as if it would be one huge, never-ending maneuver. Super clean, sharp surfing from the Japanese in red.
Very clean. He has one constant line. If you see other surfers, sometimes they do that double pump, but you just see Taro Takai, just one constant line.
As if he would
He's
snowboard
painting,
his way through. Yeah,
He's
right.
painting. There we have our local surfer. That was a good wave. He holds his heart. He really wants to be in the semifinal. So that was really well done from Kayan Arif, he wants to be representing his country in the semifinals. And right behind him is Taro Takai, the man of the hour, current heat leader. So really well done. Just sounding like we're gonna count this one down. There we have Team India in front of the keyhole supporting each other. So we will be going on to a quick heat recap, and we'll see you guys in the open men's final.
Let's get ready to rumble! Open man finals in ASF Asian Surfing Championships already. Day number 6. It's gonna be crazy. I'm Afrido Namu, Oni Anwar with me. Supporting the two Indonesians or supporting Japanese? What are you going to do in the next 30 minutes of this final?
I honestly hard to answer that because all I want to see is some good surfing here. So all of my boys, Taki, Fajar, Madejoy, they're all good people, good surfer. I want to see who will bring the show today for me because I'm here not to mess around. I want to see some good action.
Woo! Let's go! 30 minutes for these 4 surfers on their final surf for the males event here in the 3rd ASF Asian Surfing Championship. It is the qualifier for the Asian Games 2026 in Japan. So not only these boys, these men surfing for the medals, but also for their teams to get the points to get qualified.
Yeah, 30 minutes is a lot of time, and the waves are not as big as the last couple of days, but still, I want to see some good action. I know these boys can bring some good show for us. So yeah, look like there is a wave coming. Who is going to be? Looks like the surfer in white is in the position for this one.
And I wonder if Madejoy, who is actually the first one going on this wave, nice,
wow.
Ka-chang, on the first one.
Nice turn right there. Big spray, a lot of power. Look at that. He just rides out on this one because this is smaller wave. So he kind of person who's looking for a biggest wall section for our surfer in green right now. Indonesia is already both getting good wave. Fajar said, I'm going to go for an air today. So you just got to watch out for this air for our surfing green. That was good surfing. That's a good ground surfing.
Both Indonesians with their first wave. And now it's time for the Japanese. They have 28.5 minutes. So more time on this finals because, of course, we all want to enjoy this elite surfers surfing this world-class wave. And as you said, the conditions changed. The day before yesterday was our biggest day. Still good offshore conditions yesterday. And today, it's pretty glassy. We had a session before all the officials, so we really could check out what the conditions are like. And Madejoy, second heat for him today. He served already in the semifinals, won his heat, so he knows what to do on this wave already.
Yeah, I like the setup for our surfing green. That turn was nice, but this one though, boom, throwing a lot of spray, power and flow into another one. That's more like it. So for me, it's gonna be very close between our surfer in red and green. So the more flow of our surfing green, that judges might give them a little bit extra point.
Both from Bali, one from Padma, and Made Pajar Ariana from Serangan. But I'm sure they already had plenty of shared heats here, not only in competition, but most probably also in free serves.
Yeah, like these boys from Bali, they just born to surf. Every day we have so many variation of surfing. You go like Uluwatu, you go Karamas, you go left, you go right, you go beach break. You got all variation of waves. So you see Fajar go surf Padma and in front of Madejoy's home break, and they both be competing against each other in the free surfing as well. So as you can see, our surfer in green on the replay here, you know, he's super powerful, super competitive mindset guy. He doesn't want to come second or third. He want to win. So that's is the dangerous part about having these guys in the water right now. And Iko Watanabe, our surfer from Japan, and Taki Kanazawa, also a dangerous opponent. All these guys want to win too. So talk me through this one.
There he is, Taki Kanazawa in white, going for one of the bigger waves here in these conditions. Tries to stay in the pocket, shows us some variety in his turns, carves, hacks, and a nice finish that he has complete, is claiming it. Happy about his performance. So first wave for the surfer in white.
Yeah, you know, see that speed paddle back from our surfer in white, Taki Kanazawa. He is really hungry to win this event. And, you know, nobody remembers you as a second place. Everybody will talk about you who win this event last year, the year before. And here we go, the replay of our surfer in white. That's great surfing, really smooth, not rushing it, throwing a lot of spray. Very good technique, and our surfing blue at the back just caught behind, you know. See that happy and stoked from our surfer in white. This is why the judge is gonna think about it now.
And Taki and Iko already surfing in the semifinals in the second heat against each other, and they were successful with winning the heat. Iko with first position, Taki with second. This is the reason why we see them here in the finals. Same goes true with the Indonesian surfers. Madejoy won his last heat, and Made Pajar got second. And here is the Indonesian in green, Pajar, with some patang on this top turns and a nice little floater. Woo! Oh, ah!
He already posted an 8-point ride, 8.5 of first wave of green.
Wow.
And a 617 for our surfer in red. And Iko Watanabe, only 1.17 for that one turn that he fell onto. They think he's putting a lot of pressure for himself maybe, or just, I don't know, mistiming that wave.
He still has plenty of time, more than 24 minutes.
Oop, that was like a couple of hits ago.
The Korean
That's the
surfer.
wrong-
This is surfer from
Couple hits.
Korea, I'd say, from the heat before. Exactly, this is the quarterfinals last heat. But what we are going to...
Yeah.
There we go, up and riding in red, Madejoy Satriawan. And it's good to see that Joy actually changed.
Oh.
Nice one there. He's surfing with one of the boards from Rio.
I love he doesn't climb any turn he does. I would. I would climb every turn because his turn is super solid, don't you think?
Well, it's super powerful, amazing to watch him surfing, but he won so many heats in this event already. Maybe he got tired of claiming.
He never claimed.
Never ever.
No.
All right.
You can see the setup. Look this bottom turn.
Wow. Maybe he saves his energy for all those powerful turns.
Wow. This is a good surfing for our surfing red. Oh, very good.
And he changed his strategy. Like in the semifinals, it took him 15 minutes to go for his first wave up and riding. Surfer in green, not able to finish that one. So yeah, in the semifinals, waited for so long, super patient, but then when the wave come, it was not what he was expecting. So he changed his strategy. After that, he really made sure to get as many waves as possible and was successful. And now in this finals, just from the first minute, he is on it. He's going for wave after wave. And here Iko on his first proper wave.
Oh, wow.
That
could be a really good score.
Yeah, yeah. If he would have landed that, it could have been the best wave so far. We already have an excellent wave score from the surfer in green. Guide us through. What is going on here?
I love that turn right here. Everything's already been done, so he surfed really well. And just his finishing, I mean, why not? He has to risk it because he knows he's surfing against Made Joy and Fajar and Taki Kanazawa. You can't play safe, so you gotta go big. So, you know, I think next wave he's gonna go bigger.
Yeah, there's no holding back anymore. This is the final. You have to show everything you have. So let's have a close look on the horizon. There is something coming. Will anybody go for this wave? No. So let's quickly go to Jeddah and have an interview with last heat's winner of heat number 4 quarterfinals before we get back to the finals of the men.
All right, I'm here with the winner of the last heat. You are in the semifinals. Congratulations. Tell us a little bit about your heat and how you feel your surfing was.
My heat is a very slowly start, so I'm little nervous, but yeah, I get fast riding 6.5, so I feel so easy. Yes, that is easy heat.
All right, so you're in the semifinals. This is a big event. How are you feeling?
I'm very looking for. I'm looking forward to surfing in semifinals. Yes, because very good wave. So yes, and I hope get good wave.
Your surfing is looking so good, and I'm sure you have a busy year. So, what are your plans after Maldives?
After Maldives, I have a All Japan contest in Miyazaki. Yeah, only.
All right, I'm sure you have a lot of fans. Is there anything you'd like to say?
Huh?
Is there anything you'd like to say to your friends, family in Japan?
応援ありがとうございます、無事にクォーターファイナル勝ち上がることができたので、一個一個自分のサーフィンして次も勝っていけたらなと思います。応援ありがとうございます。
Thank you. Back to you guys in the booth.
All right, thank you, Kiara. Well, that is our junior men's winner into the semi-final. He's the one who's that huge air into that couple days ago. And it's good to see, you know, how so many Japanese are making into semis and the finals. So Indonesia, Philippines are right behind it. Of course, a lot of other region of this country, Asian region, are learning so much from this event that they need to step up their game for the next event to see where they stand.
Yeah, the progression in Asian surfing is incredible. New countries arise, India, China, and many others. They really, since surfing has become Olympic, changed their whole competitive game. Nevertheless, we do see the favorites of the event surfing in the finals. We were talking about it already in the first day. Here in the men's is Team Japan against Team Indonesia, 2 Indonesian surfers and 2 Japanese surfers, trying to get the crown of Asian surfing. And on the first day we were saying, the better the conditions, the higher the chance for the Indonesians to win, and the more challenging the waves are, probably better for the Japanese, since Japan is known for their all-around surfing, and obviously Indonesia, with having some of the best waves in the world, if not the best, they know how to surf in perfect conditions.
Exactly right. I agree with you with that. But now things have a lot changed. The Indonesian also have learned to understand that their weakness is surfing. The wave are not offering them much, like in a bad condition, windy or wetsuit, something like that. Indonesian people already like have a self low confidence on that one, but they have mastered it, and that's why they have coach now. Coach Dylan, Coach Deddy are there to tell them that we need to go train to where this close out is. There is no have to be perfect Karamas or perfect Uluwatu. We have to go find those waves that allow them to level up with the surf from Japan, Australia, America, so yeah, it's been changing a lot the last couple of years since the Olympic are on. And yeah, the only thing the Indonesian guys probably don't like is right now the wetsuit.
All right, all right.
And the food. So
you, as a successful competitor surfing the Challenger Series, did you specifically train in suboptimal conditions a lot?
100%. I grow up in Australia in the Gold Coast, so where I grow up, I have a beach break. So I surf in front of my house every day. Like I have to practice that. Even though I know Snapper Rock is pumping, or like somewhere else is good, but I have to forget about that. I really have to get used to getting the wetsuit, what kind of board and what kind of wave that I'm actually competing in. So it's become such a like organizing this and preparing this with your coach. And yeah, then the only another thing for Indonesian people is it's so hard for us to travel because our visa is really limited place. And sometimes if to go to Europe or US especially, for us in Indonesian to apply US visa is we've been rejected so many times. So
well, that's the case with many Asian countries. That's one reason why we didn't see so many Asian participants in the last ISA World Games in Puerto Rico, since it is kind of tough to get a visa for the US. So that is not the reason why we are here in the Maldives. The reason for the Maldives is that it is one of the locations with the best waves in the world. We are watching the finals of the men here in Cokes, the powerful right-hander in front of Thulusdhoo Island. And in the finals, the Indonesians and the Japanese are fighting against the medals. We have Imadijoy Satriawan in the first position with a 6.17 and a 8.17 total score of 14.34, and having the second priority on the second position. Also Indonesian surfer Imade Pajar Ariana, third priority, 12.67 as a total score. And Iko Watanabe, a total score of 6.50, high score of 5.33 with the fourth priority. And Taki Kanazawa in white for Team Japan. Only one score so far scored, one wave so far. It's a 6.17. 15 minutes left in this heat.
it's kind of cool what their name is, Imade Joy Satriawan, and then you call Imade Fajar Ariana. Those two is like kind of have the same name. Then you look at Iko, the two Japanese name, Iko Watanabe and of course Taki Kanazawa.
Yeah, in the Japanese language, you will always have a consonant following a vowel. This is why it's always, I mean, I don't speak Japanese, but the sound is always like Tokomo, Tomolo, right? No, I'm not making jokes here. It's just like, you know, this is, I guess this is one reason why it's so hard to memorize all these words, because like for somebody who's not able to speak the language, it sort of sounds pretty similar, all the words.
Yeah.
Iko Watanabe Taki Kanazawa.
So true. And my name is simple.
One.
All right. 14 minutes, surfer in the water. There is some wave coming. Who has priority right now?
It is surfer in white, who only surfed one wave so far, Taki Kanazawa. And he is looking for a 8.17 to get the lead, to get the gold medal here in the finals. So that is as high of a score. Actually, he's looking for the 8.18. Yeah, exactly. Because Imadijoy Satriawana already has the highest score second highest score so far in this heat. Only Imadi Pajar Ariana with an 8.5 has a better wave so far.
Yeah, I think Fajar is understand that he needs to replace that 417. So his strategy is right now he's sitting wide, a very smart position for a surfing green, because when there is some wide one comes, he'll be on it. Look, he can see him right now that he is pulling away from everybody. There is some wide one, and he's gonna replace that 417. He will jump into first place unless our surfer in red, he has second priority. He has another backup again. So an exciting moment right now. 13 minutes.
Are paddling to the right now. Seems like there's a wave coming that everybody wants to have a look at. And who will be the one paddling for it? No one.
I love how selective they are in a wave. So I can see Iko Watanabe right there is trying to catch that wave and trying to make the other surfer think that was a good wave. But that is just part of the strategy. So it's really smart to play that. You can't just sit out there and waiting for a wave. You gotta play some move, and you're gonna use this mind game or whatever that is to get your other opponent to kind of distract them. So right now I can see Fajar is a bit wide. I don't know where he is. Here we go. Talk me through this one.
Up and riding. He got one of the smaller waves, but he had only third priority, so it's a good one for him. Wow, with the lip. Finishing it. So he is looking to replace his 4.17. This is critical pocket riding, even though it's not the biggest wave here, but it is a technical way of surfing it. So could be enough to get rid of his score of a 4.17. He has the highest scored wave so far, so he only needs a 3.66 to take the lead, to take the gold medal, and Iko, of course, is trying the same. What is he doing here?
Yeah, this is a better way for Iko. I think he's gonna go for an air right here. Unfortunately, coming unstuck on that one. He has to go for that big one, but also the still early of a time. He don't need to. I think he just need to build a house. Like build house, I mean, is like he need to start from a 4 and a 5 and a 6. You know, like building that score, because there is not many wave out there. So if you really want to stay busy, you got to understand what's your lowest score and what's your highest score. Otherwise, you're going to waste your time and then you lose priority and you lose energy. Might as well sit out there with a guy who has first priority and trying to make that surfer lose their priority so you can regain priority from them. And also you put pressure by sitting next to them.
That's the theory. That's probably what they need to do. But let's not forget, the pressure is on. This is the final. It is about the medals. It is about who is becoming the champion of Asia. So I feel like all of them, they are dealing with nerves here.
Yep. Our surfer in red, Imade Joy already 14.34 in first place. With the second priority, is really sitting comfortably right there. So our surfer in first priority right now, currently in fourth place, only have a single score of a 617. So he just need to get that 817 like Made Joy to actually win this heat.
And let's make use of this little lull here to thank everybody involved in this event, the organizers, Asian Surfing Federation, Maldives Surfing Association, and the Ministry of Sports, Fitness and Recreation. Big thank you to Thulusdhoo Council, who are hosting this event. It is managed by Surfing Association of Thulusdhoo. Hotel partner is Season Paradise. It is powered by Diragu. Our apparel partner is Apparel 360. Associate partner is Niris Embroidery. The printing partner is Print Lab. Streaming partner Slow Tape. Video highlights partner Various Art Studio. Supporting partner Ardaran Select Hidurano Fushi. Another supporting partner is Kuda Vilingili. Travel partner Tarika Express. And hydrate partner Bonaqua. 9 minutes, 15 seconds in this final of the ASF Asian Surfing Championships 2024, the first qualifier for the Asian Games 2026, and is still the Indonesians in the first and second position. Will they be the one taking the gold and the silver medal? Last year it was Danny from Indonesia, and up and riding blue, Iko Watanabe.
Yeah, looks for something aerial maneuver right there. Landed perfectly. That will be not much of a change in situation. Then our surfer in red, currently in first place, using the most of this little bump here. Tricky situation, but I don't know what happened at the start. Out the back, we have our surfer in from Japan. Big layback. Wow.
That was not good for him. He waited for quite a long time for his second wave, but then wasn't able to get out of his turn.
Wow. Woo. There you go, just Fajar landing right in front of Mother Joy. There'll be a paddle battle, as you can see. Whoever get at the back first will get a priority. As that right now it is important to have a priority. Our surfer in white already just took the priority over red, and second priority will be red. Looks like it here right now. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess Taki doesn't know yet that he has priority because he's still full on paddling. Also, second priority established for Imadi. And there is Eco's wave. Nice air on this smaller wave. Let's see how the judges will score that. And this is Muddy Joy's last. Muddy Joy looking to replace his backup score here. But this is sort of more like a wobbly wave at the back. What happened there? What went wrong for him?
The wave just kind of ran off for our surfer in white, and he has to do one big turn, like lay back like that to make the most of it, because he already stood up and kind of lose the priority. So kind of really bad decision at the same time, because you can't just take off on a wave like that, because probably the wave just ran off. And this is our surfing blue right now. Nice. Having fun, but not the time to have fun yet, because this is the final. This is the men's open final. You don't want to come all the way here for second, third, and fourth. You are fighting for that gold. So who will go home with the gold?
That's the question to be answered in the next 6.5 minutes. Currently in the lead, still Imadijoy Satriyaman, who is in the lead since the very beginning of this heat, together with his compatriot Imadi Pajar Ariana. They have a second and third priority respectively. Taki Kanazawa, again with priority, is waiting for the score of his second wave, and it just popped up with a 1.13. It's definitely not anything he can be happy with in this final, so he is looking for a second decent score to be able to get one of the medals. And of course, as you said it, everybody's looking at the gold medal, so there's no more playing around, no more, taking a mediocre wave. Everybody is on their A game here, because the competition is just too intense. All these surfers are the elite of Asian surfers, so they have to show everything they have.
Yeah, I see. There's surfer in green though. He has the best score of this heat right now in this final, an 8.5. I think he will look for better that wave of a 5.67, and then he'll jump into first place. But we have to wait for the last score of red.
There he goes, up and right in. Surfer in green.
Here we go, still going. Nice surfing. This is smaller wave. Okay, so he liked that one. He shows that, hey, I'm here. Give me the score. I want to be in first place. I want that gold. Look at that turn. Super spicy little turn. Throws a lot of spray. Sharp and knifey. Dimana di belakang ada Fajar. Fajar sangat senang sekali dengan penilaian mainnya hari ini. Sementara ada Made Joy di belakang. So I think right now we just have 4 minutes to go in this heat. Alright. Selamat siang Indonesia, di mana ada Made Joy di posisi pertama. Wow, sekarang posisi pertama ada Fajar. Ombak terakhir dari Fajar 7,00. Look at this turn. Really nice turn. Bam, another one. 7-point ride for this surf. really aggressively.
Replay from surfer in green, Imade Pajar Ariana, who got the lead on this one with that last wave of his. So he is currently in the first position. And once again, up and riding, Iko Watanabe, trying his best to get the gold medals, pumping his way through. Is he finding the open face for the jump? He goes up, goes down. Nice air from him. We have to have another look from a different perspective, because with the drone it's sort of difficult to copy. Oof. Dangerous attack there from Taki Kanazawa. Wow. But he knows that he needs a big score. It's about to be an air game, probably in the remaining 3 minutes. Imade Pajar Ariana, first position with 2 good scores there. Here is the replay of Iko going fast, trying to find the ramp. He sees it and takes off, lands it into the flats.
Yeah, the body language shows the big wave is not big enough, and he didn't do anything at the start. And then our surfer in white took this one under on his priority. I don't know if that's a good choice. And this make it harder for our surfer in blue and white to go in second or first. So at the back we have our surfer in green, first place right now with that last wave, a 7-point ride. Backs it up with, the best wave of our surfer in green, an 8.5, and a 7-point ride in front. Just Made Joy in second place, looking for something better than what he's been throwing the last couple of heats. Will there be wave coming for our surfer in red? He has priority right now.
1 minute 45. Both Indonesians have the first and the second priority, and the first and the second position. Imade Joy Satriawan with the best chance to still change his score. He has the first priority. But also Iko Watanabe and Taki Kanazawa, they're still in the game. But they would need quite some high scores here. Actually, both of them are already in a combo situation to get the first position. But of course you would prefer having a silver medal over third or fourth place. Once again, Iko Watanabe on his last wave, going high. Up and riding Takika Nazawa for Japan. Is he going for the air again? First turn there.
Alright, here you go, the last minute of this surfer. The surfer in green, currently in first place. He's going really fast. Big air reverse. Can he ride it out? That was the last. Then I don't think there's any wave at the back for our surfer in red.
30 seconds left. Let's see if this was the last wave surfed. We're still waiting for the scores. It is the final. There you can see him. He knows he has to go high if he wants to change his score. And he does it. Full rotation. But not able to land that one.
There
Last
you go.
seconds.
Congratulations to our surfer in green. Unfortunately, our surfer in red didn't make it. Wow, Fajar. Berasal dari Indonesia. Selamat kepada Fajar dan Made Joy. Sekarang kita bilang thank you for having us. And I'm sure next time for our surfer in red, blue and white.
We do have the champion of the Asian Surfing Championship 2024. And it is this guy getting the jet ski support. He is the champion of Asia, Imade Pajar Ariana. Once again, an Indonesian won the ASF Asian Surfing Championship. And he's so happy. He can't hold back his tears. Well done.
Wow, the air show begin.
Crazy display of technique, wave knowledge, commitment.
Wow. You.
Well deserved.
Nice job.
All the emotions.
Emotional moment. Yeah, you know, he's training really hard. He's been really just looking up to Gabriel, Western at home, everybody at home in Indonesia. He's been training and he knows what it takes to be number one, and he sweat for this moment. So congratulations for our man in green. Of course, Made Joy, he's been surfing great the whole event, and unfortunately the wave didn't come on him. And yeah, the rest will be next time for sure.
But stay tuned, it's not over yet. We still have one more final to go, the Open Women Final of ASF Asian Surfing Championships 2024. We will have a recap of this final of the men, and after that you'll see the final of the women.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We are live now, straight into the lineup. Some actions already been done, but now we are welcoming the women's final. There you go. Jessie, can you mention all these amazing surfers out there right now?
Yeah, we've got Suchi Yang in the red, representing China, our sole Olympian in this heat. Mirai Ikeda in the blue. Oh, and I've just ran out of time to mention all of our finalists. We also have this lady on screen is Mariah Ikeda. She's in the blue. Anri Matsuno in the green. And Taina Izquierdo in the white, who's having a paddle for this wave now. Her teammate just taking out the open men's.
Nice turn for our surfing white. Another one. Ouch. Just got pushed off by the backwash there.
Tell me about that open men's final. What was that like?
Oh, it was a show. Everybody, Fajar told me that he was going to do some big air, which he didn't do any much air. He did his surfing, 8.5, incredible big set, came through and just surfed it all the way through. But last chance though, he did a air but he didn't make it. So Made Joy came second on that. He's been looking super sharp, surfing super powerful. There you go. On the screen, you see that last, as our final, the men's final. He's carrying the flag of Indonesia. So he's very proud right now. I'm sure Om Arya and Dedi, Dylan, all the team Indonesia, super happy right now. And yeah, this is the finals of the women. Let's see who's going to win this one.
Yeah, this is the replay of the last of Mirai. So she got this wave to start up her campaign, and then Taina, another Indonesian representative here, gets her start. Love that first turn, super powerful. Like you said, Oni, unfortunately, she went down with a little bit of backwash on that second turn. Now our Olympian, bearing a little bit of rail there. So slightly misread that wave, but that's okay. Suchi Yang, she is going to get back out there. 30-minute finals, so we've got an extra 5 minutes from what we did have. And looking like she went for a layback and buried a bit of rail, so slightly off on this wave. We know that Suchi has so much more to give. But last night, I do just want to make a little shout out because we were provided with the most beautiful local Maldivian feast. It was absolutely incredible. So we do just have to say thank you to Surfing Association of Thulusdhoo and Women Development Committee for all of the food that was provided last night. It was so delicious. We are so lucky. We had a fireworks show, so I did just have to stop and mention our team who just, made last night. So special. Really revved these ladies up today so that they can come here and surf a final. Looking like a set's on the way, Oni.
Yeah, how good was that dinner though? I really enjoyed it. Maybe some of these surfers ate some of those dinner last night. Look, this power, bam! That's the dinner power from last night. Into another one. Oh, Henry Matsuno from Japan. That was great surfing. This is gonna be an excellent score for our surfing green.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of maneuvers, but the level of quality, I mean, it outweighed the fact that it wasn't one of those ones that you could just tag off 4 or 5 times. It was 2 turns, but really great 2 turns. We're not going to ramble on anymore. Let's go hear from our winner, Paja, who is down there with Afri.
I'm here with the champions of the ASF Asian Surfing Championships, both from Indonesia. Pajar, you are now the king of Asian surfing. Tell me, how does that feel like?
Oh, feels so good. Oh my God. Yeah, it feels so amazing.
Man, we could see when you're coming back, all the emotion came out. Huge win. Tell us, how was it surfing there against some of the best surfers in Asia?
Yeah, everyone ripping. I just try my best in here. Yeah, I'm so lucky today. Yeah.
Enjoy. You were also killing it the whole event, winning heat after heat after heat. How does it feel like now, having the silver medal in the ASF Asian Surfing Championships?
I don't know. I just trying to surf that and then enjoy to be here in Maldives, and to be join one of this event is actually really important. But I don't know. I don't want to put pressure on myself. I just want to enjoy it. Especially this to Bali Medina, our Balinese. So, yeah.
This is the Bali Medina, and you're the Bali Jody Smith, right?
Yeah, that's true. So,
how are you guys going to celebrate this huge win?
I don't know. I think when hopefully back to Bali, everyone came us and then celebrating and welcome us as a good team from Indonesia, and also thank you. And yeah.
Awesome. So, to all your fans there, cheering for you, being happy with you for that huge win for Indonesia, for Bali, what do you want to say? That's a good thing to say to them.
I just want to say thank you for Kemenpora and PSOE Indonesia, coach, and Indonesia, and everyone watching. Thank you so much for support me.
Yeah, that's maybe that's all. Thank you so much to Kemenpora, PSOE Surfing Indonesia, Team National Indonesia, and also I want to say thank you everyone at making this event in Maldives such a great event, such a great place to be, and yeah, we are so happy.
Boys, congratulations for becoming the champions of 2024 ASF Asian Surfing Championships. Back to you to the booth.
So great to see our winners of the Open Men. I mean, those 2 surfers, Paja, Made Joy, I mean, they have been on point all event. I've been saying it from the start. Paja, it's the best form I've ever seen him in. I absolutely, hands down, the best surfing, the best competitive strategy. Definitely deserved the win here. He's been looking on point all event. Mr. Consistent, and this is his teammate Taina getting a bunch of really nice turns in there. Ooh, a 6.5 for the first of Anri. Now Mirai, who's in second, looking to back her first score up, 5.83. Wow, 3 big turns there for Mirai. She's had a crazy year this year. Won the Cruy QS 5000 and then won the Cruy Pro Junior back to back. Unstoppable.
I just love how Mirai Ikeda putting turns to turns with the risking every turn he's out. But Taina, also from Indonesia, also is looking sharp here. That turn is really good. And you can look at this though. I love it how she just, okay, I'm going to attack every section here. So you go, boom. Really nice. Comes up around, do another turn there. Finish it off really quickly. Good answer back.
It's a great answer back. She's definitely going to back up that 5.83. Henri getting the best of that first exchange. She got a 6.5. She's currently out in the lead. Pressure cooker, though. She has to make sure she performs and backs it up. Sichi Yang, she is up and riding, but we are back with this wave right now. So lays back. That's her signature move there. She thinks that, surfing Chopu, then coming here, it's definitely allowed her to improve on her surfing. So she is revved up and ready to go. What do you think of this replay, Oni?
Yeah, I just love how calm she is, not really rushing it. She knows you need to finish the wave properly to get the score. There you go. So good strategy, but still thinking of that finishing from our surfing blue, still rewarded from good. And as we can see, our surfing green now 6.5 for that amazing 2 turns wave. And that's our Indonesian team. But Mother Joy is like, yeah, I want to win that one. And our team is definitely bestowed, the coach and everyone. But sometimes it's funny, like you be on the rhythm of winning, but the wave or the Mother Nature just doesn't allow you to win.
Yeah, sometimes it just happens, which is why our sport is so unique, so incredible around the world. We do have that third kind of asset of Mother Nature. We have to compete against ourselves, our competitors, and try and work with Mother Nature. Some days she works with us, some days she doesn't. So today was Pajar's day. He is taking home gold. He is our 2024 ASF Asian Surfing Champion. That is a huge accolade to have in his trophy room. So congratulations, Team Indonesia, first and second. But we do also have to mention Taki Kanazawa and Iko Watanabe. I mean, what an incredible performance those two have put on all event. And they definitely didn't give up right up until the end. They were pushing, trying to get back in first and second. Right now, back in this heat, though, Mirai Aiketa, last wave, 7-point ride, Oni.
Yeah, I don't mind that because she really surfed it smart. She risking it. Looks like she's going to almost fall off, but she ride out perfectly clean. And I have so much, I was shocked by the time she's recovering to a turn, to another turn, and finish it clean, right out, doesn't climb, just look at the judges, smile, and kicked out. And that's the coolest thing, about Mirai Aiketa. She knows she has that talent. She knows she's surfing against one of the Olympian. She knows she's surfing against one of the best Indonesian girls in the right now. And yeah, she's having that mindset right now, winning mindset and risking everything, because it's the final. You don't want to play safe. You gotta go big. 18 minutes ago, when the waves are calm, now she has fourth priority though. So our first priority is our currently surfing green, and surfing green already posts a 6.5, and that's all she needs to have bigger set and surf like Mirai Aiketa to get the big score.
Yeah, definitely. And, you and I have been saying all event Mirai. She has been in the free surf, both men and women. She's been the most dominant. She has been the most aggressive in the lineup. So sometimes that definitely foreshadows certain results. And it's no surprise to me that she's here in the final for the Open Women. So yeah, I mean, she's just been looking on point all week. But while we do have a little bit of a lull, this is the final, so we do want to take another chance to thank all of our organisers who were a part of putting this event on: Asian Surfing Federation, Maldives Surfing Association, Ministry of Sports, Fitness and Recreation. These organisers have put in so much work behind the scenes. It is crazy how much goes into running an event. We are so lucky to have their support right now up and riding, though. Henri Matsuno trying to back up her 6.5.
Wow.
Oh, does so beautifully.
Wow.
No, just goes down.
Surfing's really smooth, and I love this our surfing green. Look how smooth she's surfing into this one. Look, this is another one right here. I like that second turn.
Yeah, that second turn had the most force behind it. It was definitely the turn that really made you feel something on that wave. It was a shame she couldn't ride out. That could be something she could look back on in the rest of the heat. But these 30-minute heats, they feel like they go forever until it's the last 5 minutes and you're not in the lead. They're like, ooh, it goes really quick. But she's got so much time to still try and get another 6. She needs a 6.33 to put herself up into the lead. but she's definitely going to jump up a few spots after that last wave. Just before we get back to the surfing, though, I do have to thank just a couple more people. This event, hosted by Thulusdhoo Council and is managed by Surfing Association of Thulusdhoo, who put on that beautiful feast for us last night. Our hotel partner, what you've seen in the ad breaks time and time again, Season Paradise. It is the most beautiful accommodation. We've been so lucky to stay there. Powered by Diragu. Apparel partner is Apparel 360. You've seen our co-commentator, Afri, wearing an all event. The shirts are very fun, very funky, very fresh. Our associate partner, Nuris Embroidery. Printing partner, Print Lab. Streaming partner, thank you to the team at Slow Tape. And our video highlights partner, Various Art Studio. Supporting partner, Adoran Select Hedu Ranfushi. And Kuda Vilingi, which is actually the island where Chickens is. We've seen the drone shot of it all event. Beautiful looking left. Tharika Express and Bon Aqua as well. Right now, I'm finished. Let's get back to the action. Mirai Aiketa, this is that 7-point ride we saw earlier on. We both loved this wave.
Yeah, 100%. Mirai Aiketa still in first place right now. So our surfer in green is in second now. So Taina is answered back. That's nicer turn for our surfing wide. All right, so just one turn, that's not enough. And Siki having that priority over our surfer in blue and green at the back, sitting, waiting for a proper set. And yeah, third place right now, Siki, our Olympian. And you think he's going to win it?
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of time. I really love this surfing, though, from Taina. Look how glassy and beautiful this wall is in front of her. Tags that perfectly in the pocket. Unfortunately, had a little bit of a bubble coming out of that turn, which I think just ever so slightly put her behind the section for the back end of that wave. So only the one turn locking in, but I mean, what a powerful turn that was. Hello to all of our fans and friends on the beach tuning in and watching this right now. Our Olympian, she's up and riding, Oni.
Yep, she's up and down. Our Olympian, Siki Yang, represent China. That losing her priority on that wave is pretty big. It's kind of mistake, but there's still plenty of time to come back to regain that priority again. And so far, our surfer in blue really just putting a show. 7-point ride so far. The best score of this women's final.
Yeah, the best score of the final so far. Second place is with our other Japanese surfer, Anri Matsuno, 6.5. That last wave at getting her a 5.33. So I'm thinking if she had pulled off that last turn, she probably would have seen herself in the lead. So hopefully that's not, one of those key factors in this heat. Hopefully she can find herself another one where doesn't matter if she gets the finish or not. It's powerful enough to get her a score in that 6-point range. Suchi Yang, she has a 5.33. Not a bad score to have in her lineup. She's going to need something big because we're not here to get first and second to progress through the next round. We're here to get the gold. This is the final. There's no more rounds past this. Everyone wants to take home the gold. And the points matter. Points matter because this is a qualification for the Asian Games.
Yeah, for sure. They have all of these surfers have the talent. So it's a matter of how they surf the wave, what wave they select, and where they play the strategy. So there is some wave coming here for all these surfers. Looks like our surfer in blue has the priority. He's currently in first place. How good is that feeling? And our surfer in green is in second priority. Looks like our surfer in red, third priority right now. This wave doesn't allow her to go around. So big set, not really good. Medium one, very good. So gotta put some slang on that.
Got to, always.
Yeah.
1-turners, 2-turners.
2-turners, yeah. Mr. Turners.
But I mean, I understand the reason Sichiba going that way, but unfortunately it was one of those wider ones. It did run off quite quickly along the reef, so she's looking for those mid-sized sets, just like Oni said. Seemingly, it looks like our first place getter is going to cash in her first priority here. There's the first turn. Gets a second bowl to work with and goes big.
How cool is that? That's how it shows that Mirai Kera is so good at this, like her surfing. Look at this bottom turn, bang, and this finishing is so good. Just kick the tail out, really showing the judges how critical of a surfer she is, So holding first priority, our surfer in green right now, still looking for some score to get that gold medal for this final, because this is end of it for the women's.
Yeah, this is it. It's the Open Women's Final. I feel like Mariah on that last wave, she could probably feel Anne-Marie breathing down her neck a little bit. There is only 1 point separating those two. I feel like she surfed out of her skin just then. Only 2 turns, but 2 real quality turns. We saw Anne-Marie get a 6.5 for a really similar wave. So if Mariah can better her score right now, she's really going to separate herself from the rest of the field. So it might be a little bit of a reset right now for our surfers in red and white, because they're going to have to get at least in that 5-6 point range to really get themselves back in the draw, because I have a feeling Mariah's going to better her situation right now.
Yeah, that's correct. And I think she will replace that 5.83, which makes every other surfer's request a bigger score. Look at this, our surfer in green, up and riding, looking to get better that 5.33 or the 6.5. First turn, nice. This waves kind of runs off. Looks that frustration on her face. Anri Matsuno.
Yeah, hopefully she doesn't buy into this frustration too much. It was just 1 wave in this heat. Beautiful turn, though. There was nothing wrong with her surfing on this wave, but yeah, hopefully she doesn't play into that emotion too much, because it can be a bit of a slippery slope as soon as you get a little bit too emotional. Now our Olympian floats that section, but goes down, so she's going to stay in third. Waiting for the score for Mariah to lock in. What went wrong here, Oni?
I think her front knee was just a bit too stiff, that she didn't stay chilled a little bit, bend her knee a little bit too, just ride out those bumps. And I think just over pushed the front knee.
Yeah, just needs to regroup right now. There's just under 10 minutes to go, so 20 minutes gone by in this heat already. We're into the last third, the final 10 minutes. Feel like this is where the pressure really starts to build. This is where we're going to see the athletes who've put in more time with the headspace rather than the time in the gym or in the water. This is where we're going to see athletes who've put in the energy and time into being a more mental competitor really shine, because it's moments like this that kind of training pays off.
Wow. Yes, good insight for us from Jessie. Jessie itself, you're a super competitive athlete, so tell me, what would you do right now if you're in this heat?
Well, if I was Mirai, I would try and cruise. She did better her score ever so slightly. It was a 5.93. She had a 5.83 in her lineup before. But if I was Mirai, I'd try and play my priority really smart right now. All she can do is better her situation. She doesn't really have to focus on the other 3 competitors, because all she has to do is really get a 6.5 on the board. It makes everyone else's life that little bit harder. If I was in Tyna's position, I'd be swinging on the next best wave that rolled through, try and surf out of my skin, get at least a 6.5 on the board. Obviously an 8 or a 9 is ideal, but if you can get yourself a pair of 6s, right now you could get through this heat when you break it down like that. Not get through, sorry, win this heat. So potentially a little bit of tactics can come into the end of this heat now. And if I'm Siki, just trying to get a 7 right now, because I've got that 5.33. I've got a score on my board, so I just need to get myself a bigger wave, finish and complete a ride. And, Sichi, she's got the talent for it.
Yeah, being an Olympian is going to be a lot of pressure from the team, from China, from Team China, to win this event, because this is only an Asian region. So it's a really good competition for our surfing red to master her region around Asia, to be able to step into the Olympic kind of level, because when you're in the Olympic, you're surfing against around the world, like Australia, America, Brazil, and now everyone's showing that not can only Siki Young can make it to the Olympic. Everybody is here, like Mirai Ikeda, Andri Matsuno, Taina representing Indonesia. So what exciting final to show.
Yeah, I mean, it's anyone's game. It's anyone's chance to really start a bit of progression, get the ball rolling for the next Olympics. Obviously, we just did come out of one, but let's keep our eye on the prize. Let's start working towards that 2028 Olympics, which will be in LA. So I feel like you can't take your eye off the ball. But you know what? How cool for our Chinese competitor. Her name will go down in history. And she's the first ever Chinese competitor to represent her country on that Olympic stage. And I mean, she's already established that no one can take that away from her. She will be an Olympian for the rest of her life.
Yeah, because she's also young as well. She's just beginning. She probably aims to win the gold medal too the next 5 years. Because I know China is really, really investing a lot of that coaching and training and improving so fast. It's not taking slowly. It's like Ferrari. They're going super fast to get to the top level.
Like Ferrari. Maybe
Yeah,
we should call them not Team China anymore, Team Ferrari.
So, Team Ferrari. Team Ferrari, mate. All right, so 5 minutes ago in the water, everybody keep your eyes open and look it in the ocean because this is the final of a woman's. And right now, currently in first place, our surfer in blue, Mirai Ikeda. And second place, our surfer in green, Anri Matsuno. Both of these, first and second, is from Japan. And third place currently now is in red. Currently red up and riding right now. Looking to better the score of 2.83. Red, it just came unstuck on that one. And our surfer in white from Indonesia, Taina Angel Escuero. And sitting passionately out the back there.
Yeah, unfortunately, Suchi, she's just had a kind of awkward run of falls these last three waves. Looking like our heat reader, she's gonna have a roll of the dice here. So, and she goes down as well. So that was a strange wave choice, if I'm being honest. There wasn't really too much potential on this wave for her to better her score, especially not with one turn. I mean, love the fact that she's trying to stay busy though, try and keep her momentum going. She's definitely a momentum surfer. The more she's on waves, the better she gets. 4 minutes to go in this heat. There is nothing on the clock. So I'm thinking Taina is going to try and do this in one wave. She's going to try and get herself a score up in that 8-point range just on one wave. So it's a big task, but I mean, it was surfing of Taina's caliber. She can definitely do it. Sichi, she's going to be able to find a wave. She can still win. She just needs to do it in one wave as well. So it's kind of coming down to crunch time. Taina with first priority. So she's in a good position. It all comes down to this next decision she makes.
Yeah, I hope those boat doesn't keep going past her because it makes a lot of difficultness for the surfers to ride the wave perfectly. But especially when the waves are small like this. Okay, so here we go. Our surfer in green now answers back. She's looking to win this event, not second place. Look at this surfing, nice surfing, smooth, has much power. The timing is perfect, and that could be. Will that be better than 5.33?
Potentially. It's just that wave was quite small. There was nothing in that wave that really made you feel like, ooh, okay. You know, the surfing was incredible. I mean, she's such a classy surfer. She's got such good technique and style. Unfortunately, though, this wave is really small. Whether or not it's the score she needs, this is why I like being a commentator, because I don't know. But I just mean, the more the fact, that's a moment in this heat where the judges are going to have to go over it, really think about it. Is it enough to get her into first place? The only thing I think is letting her down right now is the height of that wave, because she does need to get into that 6-point range. She needs a 6.33, Oni.
Yep, it's a really exciting moment right now. 2 minutes to go. So, not many have a good score for our surfer in red and white, but I know blue and green holding that really good score at 6.5 and a 5.33. And then Mirai, 7-point ride and 5.93. Close to a 6-point ride. There you go. Some of the judges probably thrown 6 there for our surfer in blue.
Yeah, I think so. I think the judges liked her last wave. And when I think about those two waves, I mean, Anri's last wave and Marai's at 5.93 in comparison to each other, Marai's definitely had that edge over it. So that was kind of what was making me think, this is probably not going to be the 6.33 she's looking for. 6.43 actually that she's looking for. So she's gonna have to roll the dice again. She's gonna have to pick off another wave. But if I was Anri right now, there is no point paddling back up towards the pack. But I'm looking like there's a bit of boat wash on this wave. So unfortunately that boat making a little bit of wobble. But there's just over 1 minute to go. There seems to be a wave behind this. Who is going to take it? Are we going to have one last roll of the dice here? 1 minute to go, Oni. It all comes down to this last wave.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone, Mirai Ikeda didn't get it, so nobody is on this wave. I think it is going to be Mirai Ikeda. First place, 2 Japanese surfers are first and second. Looks like it. I don't want to count it yet, as you can see. Probably a few seconds left in this final. And there you go, 30 seconds to go in this final. Siki Young in third place. Taina is in fourth. But we'll see our Japanese women's from, I think from Chiba. Not sure, but there's a lot of surfers from Chiba representing here. And from Japan. And Ari Matsuno piling past that. There you go. So, congratulations to our team Japan. Mirai Ikeda. Wow. All right. Clap your hands, everybody. You.
Yeah, Mirai Ikeda is your ASF Asian Surfing Champion for the Open Women's Division 2024. She's been on an absolute roll all year long. I mean, she's been the most dominant surfer in the free surfs, but congratulations to our silver place getter, Anri Matsuno. Our Olympian does come in third, and this lady in fourth. Wow, what a crazy exchange there between our 4 finalists, but Mirai, is our champion. That's it for today, guys.
Yeah, thank you for coming, guys. Have a good afternoon. Enjoy your day. As you can see at the jet ski, just taking the winner, the champion of 2024.
Yeah, we're going to go to a quick heat recap, but we'll be back very shortly. Don't go anywhere, guys. A bit of an outro coming up after this. All right, we are back. What an amazing day of action we have had today. We have crowned 2 champions here. I mean, let's not mess around. Let's have a look at today's highlights. Day number 6, this is the recap of what we saw today. Oh, actually, kidding. We're going to go straight to the interview with Oni Onwa, with our Open Women's Champion.
Right, so is it on? All right, welcome back, everyone. We got the last women's final, and this is the end of it for the Mirai Ikeda. Took that out. Of course, can you tell me how you're feeling?
Yes, I was really excited to serve here Maldives because last year was really good waves, and yeah, last year was so fun. So I was so excited to serve here.
I know I've been watching you surfing around Nias and Krui, and your performance level is very high. Were you know you're gonna win this one?
Yes, today's wave was really good. So if I do my surfing, I think I won.
I think we're going to bring the whole team from Japan behind us. Come on, everybody. And of course, you came second on that, but you're surfing really good too. So can you tell me what's going on out there?
Thank you.
You can speak Japanese.
優勝できなくてとても悔しいんですけど、悔しいし、いい波あんま乗れなくて、自分が納得するライディングができなくて、悔しいんですけど、まあ未来と一緒にワンツーフィニッシュできて嬉しいです。ありがとうございました。
Well, congratulations to both of you representing Japan, first and second, and then what a great performance. But you can see the whole team on the our team. You! There you go. So, any word for your friends at home and your sponsor? You have the whole team here. What's the word for them? You can speak Japanese if you want.
Okay. 応援ありがとうございました。最後のファイナルでアンリと戦えてすごく楽しかったです。インドネシアの選手と中国の選手もすごくいいサーファーで、その他にもたくさんのすごいサーファーとここで試合できたことがすごく楽しかったです。あとは最高なジャパンチームと一緒にここに来れたことも本当に嬉しかったです。皆さん応援ありがとうございました。
And also, of course, we have our Olympian surfer in there from represent Siki Yang. So was that also inspire you to want to qualify for the Olympic?
Yes, definitely. I want to qualify Olympics.
All right, and you as well?
Yes.
Yes, for sure. All right, the future is bright. All the young generation are excited. Everybody's watching live. Thank you for watching, and congratulations to Team Japan. One more. You! All right, there you go, guys. Back you guys in the booth. Cheers.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Oni. Congratulations again to Team Japan and Mirai Ikeda taking out this year's Open Women Asian Surfing Championship. Such a huge achievement for her. That is a wrap from us today. We do have another day of action tomorrow where we'll crown more champions and have a couple of tag team events as well. We have a daily wrap up for you guys. Enjoy the highlight reel, and we'll see you again tomorrow.